Hello, friends. Welcome in. We're starting early today just because I missed you all so much. And I thought, well, I've got the time. Welcome in. We're having a musical kind of stream for today. At least that's what I'm hoping. You guys have heard me complain about the length of my nails for the past few streams. Now that they're short, kind of like offensively short right now, I feel so naked. I can actually do stuff now. Go figure. I can play my guitar, I can play my ukulele, I can even type on a keyboard, which is actually a nice, a handy skill to have if you're in the business of writing like I am. And so it's been a hot minute since I've done much practicing at all. And I have my ukulele right here. This bad boy, which was actually a very sweet present from my friends a couple of years back. And so depending on how we feel today, I might just noodle around for a bit. But while we get warmed up, I just want to, chat like we normally do. And kind of lean into some of the Office Siren vibes for today. If you guys don't know what that is, it's kind of like a fashion aesthetic. It's like the office attire, but with a little bit of sexiness, maybe, if you want to call it that. But also, the word siren, funnily enough, kind of relates to music or relates to singing. And so there's a bit of both. It's like a blend, right? So anyway, that's kind of the MO for today. And of course, if we happen to stumble across any other ideas, trains of thought that take our fancy, we shall follow them like we normally do. But it's going to be very chill, hopefully. And I'm praying that my computer is just going to handle this, because literally as soon as I started, it was it was struggling a little bit. So I'm okay. And yes, also I have, guys, this is a little teaser for later, but my glasses that I should wear more than I do, I literally just found them because I was like, hang on, Office Siren, you have to wear glasses if you're going to be an Office Siren. And so we'll see if I'm feeling like fully jumping in. Look, you can see the ring light in the reflection there. Then I'll fully transform. But for now, I'm just going to keep them off for a little bit. Yeah, we're going to do a face reveal, a glasses face reveal. And so this is the outfit for today. Outfit 6 out of 365. And I was thinking about how as the kind of outfits and the days go on, I'm definitely going to need to be a bit more organized in terms of which outfits I've already worn. So far, I've just been describing them in a little list format on my phone. But I don't know, maybe, pictures or something. I might have to actually get serious with it, because I'm trying to think in 200 outfits time. It's like, I'm not going to remember if I wore this turtleneck, this black turtleneck, or, the other black turtleneck that's just slightly different, still hanging up in my wardrobe. So I'm going to have to, really make sure that I don't accidentally wear the same thing twice. Otherwise, the punishment. A bean boozle bean, which is essentially on par with actual physical, trauma and torture. So it's going to be, the stakes are high. It's going to be a very important thing for me to keep track. And so, anyway, welcome in. I know we're early today. I just had some free time, and I did do my makeup off stream / off camera. Well, it was technically on camera, but I wasn't streaming because I just felt like, well, we're gonna just keep things rolling, I suppose. And I do like doing my makeup with you guys, but this time I was like, oh god, my natural face was looking a little bit not rough, but definitely in need of some love. So it's kind of the the vibe for today, even though I think this would be appropriate for an office. What do you guys think? My hair has been giving me some issues lately, so this is the solution, guys. It's put it back in a ponytail, and all your troubles have been solved, right? And so welcome in. We've got some new friends joining us. We've got some old friends joining us. A wizard is never late nor early. They arrive exactly when they intend. I completely agree. And I'm glad to have you guys here. I'm not sure if we're going to go like our normal time today or even a little bit extra, considering we're starting early. Basically, for as long as my stamina will allow for, that's kind of that's the vibe. And so we've got lots to talk about. There's actually been some cool things going on in the news cycle and everything like that. And stuff that I've been actually keeping tabs on. You guys may be familiar with the bombshell drop of this new kind of AI called DeepSeek, and how that seemed to send ripples, or more than ripples, send waves, tsunami waves throughout the kind of, the stock market thing, especially with Nvidia and stuff. And I'm not the most up to date on like all the intricacies of how it all has been going on, but I do have some thoughts, having used the app DeepSeek myself for the past few days. It is incredible. It's fascinating. And I was talking to a friend about this just off stream, and they said something that really stuck with me in terms of like, well, you guys know the whole story of how it went down. So AI in general has been kind of this thing that kind of Western countries and Western markets have really been capitalizing on, especially since it's proprietary, like ChatGPT, et cetera, et cetera. No one can really just get under the hood and like start messing around with it. It's like, there's the app, it's there, you can use it if you want, but it's like, it's pretty hush hush, right? But all of a sudden we have DeepSeek, which is just dropped randomly by China, and it's completely open source. So you can be, to my knowledge, remixed, remade, like you can edit it, you can check under the hood and like do all that stuff. I don't think it's fully open source. Like I was hearing people say, oh, there's like certain things that are kind of left untouchable. But in general, it's a huge upset, because now it's, especially because it was apparently created and run much more cheaply than what they were doing kind of at OpenAI and like the ChatGPT. So it's been a huge disruptor. And so the thing that my friend said was that I kind of feel like the US specifically and China are having a bit of a like tech cold war with these kinds of AI like machines and the new technology and stuff. And I'm like, damn, that's so true. Because there's also been like there's been whispers of, some people from the US potentially like attacking the DeepSeek servers and like DDoSing it and all that. Which is fucking crazy, right? Because it's like, this is pretty serious, and it's similar but different to the old times, like the Cold War with nuclear weapons and stuff. I mean, we still have nuclear weapons, but now it's basically like this this race with who can kind of capture or corner the AI market, I suppose. And it's interesting to watch unfold in real time. I actually did, right before like it kind of fucking exploded, like this DeepSeek kind of stuff, and everyone was trying to get onto it, I was actually using it for a little bit. And the most interesting thing about it is the fact that it shows you how it thinks in real time, which is kind of crazy, right? And so like with ChatGPT, for example, you may ask it, hey, can you give me a recipe for brownies, for example? And it'll give you the recipe, right? But if you give the same prompt to DeepSeek and you press that little deep think button that will show you how it actually comes to its answer, it'll literally narrate like its thoughts as if it's in like some fucking anime or something. It'll be like, this user has just asked me for a recipe for brownies. Now, I need to make sure that these brownies are like in perfect conjunction with what this user requires. And it is so fascinating, and it's a full-on monologue. It's like, wow, you're really seeing this machine, in no better terms, like come alive. And it's just so funny to like, it's funny to read. It's quite human in a way, which is also quite scary. But I've only been able to play with it for a little bit because it's been constantly, for the past few days, like overrun by whether it's attacks from a foreign source or like just the influx of people trying to use it and like try it out. It's been constantly like glitching out, shutting down, and just like buffering essentially. And so I haven't been able to play with it too much, and I haven't been able to get it to role play with me as Germa. But you guys know we've had some like escapades with ChatGPT in the past. Once DeepSeek is a little bit more stable, I probably will like do another little like demo with you guys, because it's fascinating. And there's no like voice thing maybe yet. I don't know if they're going down that path. But it certainly has been like completely fresh, I think is the word that has come to my mind. Yeah, there's no voice thing, no role play. But I have noticed that it seems, I don't know what the word is, maybe less sterile than ChatGPT, though people have been going on and on about how like they've been asking it certain questions like about politics in particular, and specifically the politics within China, and how it seems to be like stuck on some of that, or like getting censored or cut off in real time, right? But the thing is, like it's something that, of course, I'm not clever enough to really go into the full extent of how, you know, how tricky those tense political discussions can get. But literally every single piece of media, every single piece of software that we use has been carefully curated, and that includes censored, like in accordance with whatever nation it's from's guidelines, right? And so it's not surprising to me, even if it is like, you know, unfortunate, that there are like, you can tell there are certain moments where it will just not, it will refuse to answer, or it just won't compute because it's literally like not within its boundaries of what it's allowed to talk about. But in general, it feels more human, a little bit less sterile. And yes, when it comes to certain like heavy hitters, as we like to call it here, like politics, religion, of course, if you head more into like explicit content, like it will naturally have a bit more trouble. And I think that's, you know, it is what it is. Everyone will have their own differing opinions on that. But besides those things, like if you want to talk about basically anything else, it is very, very, I don't know what the word is, like it's impressive. That's all I'm going to say. And I don't know what to expect for the, like, you know, the near and the far future, because this has kind of created a huge shift in the dynamic when it comes to like what it means to like have these AI like softwares and these servers. Like at this point, there are like littler versions of the DeepSeek kind of program that you can run on your own computer, right? And so it's very fascinating. And of course, if you wanted to run the full thing on your computer, you'd need like fucking cracked out the wazoo, like multiple maybe tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment and like whatever it is that you need. But the smaller versions that are maybe not as robust, you can just run it on your computer, right? And it's like, that's freaking crazy to me. And yeah, it's a kind of thing that has really shaken up like that kind of tech world, right? So it's currently still maybe not breaking news, but it is like in the process of evolving. And so I'm very interested to see what happens. And yeah, I don't know, like we have talked about AI here before. It's a hotly contested topic. I feel like in general, I've talked about this before, I would like to believe that I'm a pretty progressive person. My politics, you know, the very limited amount of politics that we talk about here, and especially what you see in the writing that we read, like from my website and everything like that, it's obvious, right? I'm pretty progressive in general. It seems to follow quite naturally with the axioms that we speak about, like, you know, maximizing pleasure, minimizing suffering for as many people as possible. And yet I was surprised to see that my own opinions on AI, especially compared to, I guess, the majority of Twitter's opinions, was a lot more moderate than I was expecting. There are some people who are extremely anti-AI. They'll be like, if you use AI once, you're a horrible, horrible person and you deserve to like suffer in hell for all eternity. I'm not that severe about it, right? My general opinion is that AI, like much else that we use in the world, is a tool, right? That can be abused. It can be used appropriately. It can be abused. There are certainly more or less ethical ways to engage with it, but I don't think it's entirely, wholly, 110%ly evil, right? I think that's, funnily enough, kind of less nuanced than just being able to proceed with caution. But that wasn't the popular sentiment, is what I discovered when I was just kind of like casually scrolling through Twitter and stuff like that. It seems that the progressive take is to just completely, I don't know what the word is, like demonize it, kind of. Yeah, AI is us in a way. I think that's a really interesting way to put it. And, you know, there's a whole spectrum of personalities and motivations and kind of ulterior motives within people. So it makes sense that it's also reflected in the way that AI is now being kind of used. It can be used for terrible purposes. It could be used for educational purposes. And of course, above all else, and this is something I should mention up front, when you're using it, to be diligent, do your due diligence, like do your research, because a lot of the time you have to make sure that you're actually getting accurate information and that it's not just hallucinating whatever it's like spitting back out at you, right? And so I think there are ways to use it maturely. And that has been, it's been interesting. It's like been a moment for me to kind of step back and be like, well, am I wrong about that? Like, is it true that maybe it's like actually just, I don't know, like the people that usually I would call myself peers with seem to be having a disagreeing opinion. And so it's like, yeah, it's interesting. And I'm also very like willing to admit in the future if maybe these opinions end up aging poorly, or if I end up changing my mind, like I'll be the first one to say, actually, yeah, I was wrong about that. But as it currently stands, like I don't think it's as harmful, quotation marks, as some people are maybe thinking that it is or making it out to be. And so, yeah, obviously it's not perfect. And, but that's kind of like, you know, that's expected. It depends on who and what and which country is like hosting it and what their motivations are for like sharing it with the world and like how expensive it is, etc., etc. Like there's a million different questions, right? But in general, like for the average person to be using AI, like, I don't know, there's been lots of discourse online about how it's kind of ruining young minds. And it's like, literally, it's the same discussion that has been had throughout the entirety of like human existence. Like when video games came out, or when the TV was first introduced, or when newspapers were first like introduced, people were like, oh, this is going to like corrupt the young generation. They won't be able to think for themselves anymore because they'll just be turning to TV, or they'll be reading newspaper instead of like meditating out in the fields or whatever. And it's like, there are legitimate concerns to be had, but there are also kind of like more reactionary panic responses that I think sometimes it's hard to sift through and like extricate which one's which, right? And so yeah, it's interesting and it's still developing. But I'll just say, if you guys are one of the lucky few that actually get into the servers without it like crashing or glitching out, it's quite fascinating to see how it thinks. And I can only imagine how much more sophisticated it might become in the future, because yeah, it's like very basic at the moment. Like it's got the search function, which I haven't used much because it was glitching out too much, and the think function. You can attach files and stuff, and that seems to be about it right now. But the thing is, it's totally free, and like I said, you can run it locally if you have the specs for it. And so that's freaking crazy. Like considering with ChatGPT, I'm not sure the exact numbers, but it's like a monthly subscription to be able to use features that have now just been handed to us completely free of charge. And yeah, that's like I said, a pretty big upset. But until it's like sorted itself out and kind of is able to handle this new influx of attention and people trying to use it, I don't think we'll be actually getting a chance to look at it together, at least not on stream, because it's basically impossible to get a conversation going now, which is a shame, because before it actually completely exploded in popularity, I was having lots of fun just like asking it questions, like trying to trip it up or whatever. There are some people that were trying to ask it really deep questions to see how it would answer, for one, but also like how long it would take to think through it, because you can see the whole like thing in real time essentially, and it's quite funny to almost break the AI's brain in a sense. And yeah, so that kind of thing is it's quite entertaining, and like it's a new angle that I don't think we have seen previously. I've heard that with the subscription model for ChatGPT, it has a similar function, but it's not as in depth. Like you can get it to think for you, but it's not as kind of it's not as detailed, I suppose. And so yeah, unfortunately I can't prove that I'm not AI generated, but hopefully you'll just, you'll believe me, because it's like that is the nature of the internet right now. It's very like, it's kind of scary, right? And so I don't know, what can I say, guys? You'll have to trust me. And in the future, if it turns out that I'm just a hologram, then, well, yeah, that'll be a sad day. But, for now, just assume that I am real. Oh, gosh. But yeah, it's fascinating stuff. And this is not what I intended to talk about for the entirety of this stream, but just like in terms of what I've been focusing on recently. It's been music stuff. It's been sort of like tech news stuff. And yeah, just in general, like trialing that stuff out. I've been writing a bit more as well. This is something that may be a little bit boring to you guys, but just for future reference to myself, a bit of like note taking to self. Since actually having this new room, since my brother's moved out, and having my stuff, like my computer, for instance, my streaming stuff, of course, but also like my writing stuff, and my music stuff, my clothes, having that all in one place that I can actually just like use whenever I want, like having it in such a convenient location has really upped my productivity, which is interesting. I mean, it makes sense, right? But previously, all of this stuff was, one, either scattered about the entire house because I didn't really have a place for it, or two, it was like hidden in boxes in the garage because I just hadn't unpacked it yet. Or three, when it comes to my streaming stuff, it was literally in another house entirely at my parents' place, right? Which is where I used to stream from even when I was still living here. And so that created a bit of a sense of chaos, as you can imagine, right? And it just left me feeling a little bit like constantly out of sorts. Like I was always missing things. If I was streaming from my parents' place, I'd have left stuff at my place here and vice versa. And so now I've just noticed, it actually is nice to be a little bit more organized and have everything kind of, if you consider this an office, in an office space where I can just sit down and get shit done. And a bunch of hurdles have already been kind of cleared for me, so to speak. And so I've been writing a bit more. I've been spending some more time just like at my computer, whereas previously it was a bit more of a challenge. Like I said, I'd have to go to a completely different house. I'd have to get dressed, drive over, like say hello to my family and everything like that, get sidetracked in the process, and then start my work. But now it's like as easy as just getting up from my bed. Sometimes I even sleep just back there and walking over to my computer, which is a nice, very streamlined kind of workflow, which is so essential now that I think about it, right? Sometimes I don't even have to get dressed. That's the beauty of it, right? Working from home type beat. And yeah, I'm hoping that it's a good kind of, what's the word? It's a good omen for this year. Last stream we talked about how I'm kind of setting my sights on maybe more of a partnership when it comes to Twitch. But even besides that, besides the analytics and the money and whatever else kind of clouds our judgment at times, in terms of actually being like personally productive, I think it's a good start. At least I'd hope so. Because like I'm actually taking some of the ideas in my brain that have stayed ideas for a very long time and starting to make them manifest in a sense. And that is, it's validating. And so I'm wishing the same for you guys this year, that you can kick all your goals completely out of the park and we can kind of, work on it together. Just to knuckle down, nut up and shut up type beat, but also hopefully have some fun along the way. And so, yeah, I've literally been like, who is this person? Who is this person like doing all this productive shit? And it's like, oh, it's me. Okay, that's cool. Though I will say it does come at the expense of, missing my dear brother who's now moved out, and feeling a little like just a touch bit lonely, now that I'm on my own. Like it's a relatively decent sized place considering the fact that it's just me here. And, it's like, it's nice to have someone just like in the room, like next to you or whatever, or like to come home and have someone already there. And so, yeah, it's something that is bittersweet in a sense. And of course, like I can go visit my brother and my parents anytime I want to. But yeah, it's like that whole idea of convenience when someone's already there and you don't have to really make the effort. It's easy to become, I guess, used to that, almost dependent on it. And so now I kind of have to, not only fend for myself, but like fucking do all the cleaning, do all the organizing and all the shopping and everything, and just trying to like, be like, oh shit, I actually have to take care of myself now, and I don't have the extra motivation of also taking care of my brother. Sometimes, that was the only thing that was actually motivating me to get shit done, was like, well, I can cook dinner for myself, but also my brother. And that was like the final push that I needed, right? Otherwise I just stick to eating fucking cold cuts out of the fridge. But so far I've been doing okay. And I've had lots of like, you know, visitors both here, and I've also been a visitor at other people's places, and that's kind of taking some of the sting out of it. And so here we are. And of course, I have you guys too, which is very, very helpful. It's a bit like having a bunch of virtual roommates in a sense, because, you know, this is my room, this is my life that I tell you guys about. And yeah, it does actually, you know, believe it or not, this may sound surprising, but it does actually help with the loneliness. And so that's nice. And I'm very grateful. So thank you guys for joining me here. And yeah, despite the earliness. And so I want to zoom in a little bit. Let's see. That's the wrong way. Here we go. Today, I am feeling musical, like I said right at the top of this. And what that means is maybe some singing, maybe some ukulele playing, and yeah, just in general, like busting out some rhymes. I don't know. I don't know about the rhymes, but yeah, it's like something that I feel like is kind of somewhat missing from my life right now. Not entirely, but yeah, in terms of recently, I haven't been making as much music as I would have liked. And even with the Club Cherry channel, like I've just been posting stuff that I already had created in the past. So it's like, well, now I think it's time, definitely time for some new kind of musical creations. And so depending on how my voice will behave today, we can like, yeah, really get into it, you know, because I always feel better after a good sing. And there's something actually about humming, like, you know, the very stereotypical, like when you're meditating, there's actually like meant to be good for you. Not just your mental health, of course, is very relaxing, but also there was a statistic that I read. I might just butcher it now, so maybe I should look it up. But it says that when you do that, like the hum or just humming in general, it can increase the amount of, I think it's like nitrous oxide or something like that, that's in your brain. And wait, let me look this up because I don't want to be giving you guys fake news. Humming increases nitric oxide. Here, let me show you guys. And that was interesting to me, right? And so yeah, guys, if you hum, like if you like humming around the house or if you like singing, it can be surprisingly good for you. More good than you might think. So this thing here, nitric oxide, so it enhances sinus ventilation, and increases nasal and NO levels, which is pretty freaking cool, right? So I think it can help. This is my takeaway from this. Hopefully I'm reading this correctly. It can help with sinusitis, which is like if your nose is blocked and feels gross and like you can't breathe through it. And yeah, can have benefits and like with your sinus ventilation. So this is from something as simple as going, you know what I mean? So, and also like on that sort of same track, it's been documented that like singing with people and singing in a choir and stuff can actually help with your not only your sense of belonging and your mental health, but just like your musical what's the word? Like your ability to kind of stay on pitch and everything like that. Something about being together that actually helps it a lot. And yeah, it can help just in general make you feel like more of a community member. And so I'm not sure if it has the same effect online, but you know, it's always nice to listen to some pretty music. And so yeah, music is definitely one of the key like kind of disciplines in my life. And like writing, when I don't do it for a while, I start to feel a little bit yuck, right? And even right now, actually, funnily enough, my nose is kind of blocked, especially on this side. So maybe some humming or some singing might help. We'll see. But yeah, I got my uke. And if you guys want, maybe if you guys are feeling it, I might bring out my guitar as well. It's in the other room though. So that's like if we're really getting into the musical spirit. But I'm happy to just noodle around with my uke for now because it's a little bit easier. The barrier for entry is a little bit lower as well. And And honestly, when it comes to uke songs, I don't really know that many either. I just kind of pick around at like random chords, or I look up online. There's this like website that's really cool. It's like it just basically gives you four random uke chords that are meant to sound good together. And so I just like cycle through those and then start singing something random, like the first thing that comes to mind, and voila, you've got a song. And so it can be frustrating. Like I think to myself, if someone was watching me do this right now, it would be very frustrating for them because sometimes it takes like half an hour to come up with a single line, and the whole time is just like cycling through those same chords, right? But when you have that breakthrough moment, it's all worth it. And so we'll see. I don't want to drive you guys too crazy, right? But I'll try and like maybe show you guys the process while maybe even streamlining it a little bit, so it's not just like we're stuck here for an hour doing one line. Yeah, you're chilling reading a book. That's wonderful. Or in your book reading chair. Oh, a specific chair for book reading. I like the way you think. That's pretty cool. I've got, and you guys can't see it anymore, but like the psychologist couch that used to be in the lounge room is now here in, I guess, the office slash dressing slash writing slash music making room. And it feels, I don't know, I can't tell if I like it there yet because it's kind of like just shoved in a little bit like haphazardly. But it does kind of, it works with the whole aesthetic, but it's sad because you guys can't see it anymore, especially with this setup now. And I can't even move my laptop around because I'm streaming from my new camera. So, well, new-ish camera. It's new to you guys, not really to me. It's just been laying about for a very long time. So yeah, the only thing I can really do right now is just zoom in and out. Oh gosh. Book reading princess netted queen bed. That's real. Back here, oh my gosh, wait, let me show you. It's so freaking magical. And, you know, I was thinking, you know, for our potential 2,000 follower 24-hour stream, like, I know at some point I'm going to be way too tired to do anything but sleep. And so you guys would just see me nestled back there, like, trying to not think about the fact that I'm actually being recorded. And so, yeah, it seems like a nice place to kick back and relax. It's really freaking comfortable and surprisingly roomy because it looks quite small, not just on camera but in real life too, until you get into it. So let's see. Also, let me show you guys the fit for today. This is it. It's a tank top with jeans, 50k on the wrist, 100k on my fingers. No, it's really not. Because I didn't know what else to wear. And yeah, turtleneck. A bit like Steve Jobs, but you know, if he slayed. Yeah, the pants, because I gotta go fast. And I've actually tied this up at the back because if I untie it, it's a little bit too loose and a bit shapeless. No, it's not too bad. But like, I kind of like the more like snatched look, like that, you know what I mean? But anyway, let me fix this up so it looks better on this side. Yeah. Does that look better? It was entirely closed. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so cute, right? Oh gosh. And I wonder if I actually get inside it, will you guys be able to see me? Can you actually see me? Hello, hello, hello. Kind of. So it's like, it's not fully opaque, but it's like, it's decent enough when it comes to like modesty. And especially like with these lights from the projector, they can be a little bit, like if they go right in your eyes, it can be annoying, but that blocks it off just enough. So, yeah, I need to intro that from now on. That's so funny. But yeah, anyway, I don't know why I just did that. But I was just thinking about the 24-hour stream in the potential future, because we're kind of kicking goals here, guys. Like we seem to be quite steadily increasing in size in our little community, and I kind of I suffered quite a bit for the 12-hour stream, which was I think for 1,000 followers, right? I think 24 hours is going to be a challenge for sure. Like, I might actually go clinically insane. It's a real possibility. Because, I sometimes struggle after a regular stream, like 4 hours roughly. I struggle with having anything interesting to say, having anything coherent to say, having, the stamina to actually keep talking. And so 24 hours, that's like a lot more hours, believe it or not. And I am now only just starting to realize that, hey, I might have to start organizing that from like now, essentially, because it takes quite a bit to get it all sorted and like to make sure that there's enough activities to do. So it's not just me going like this for the whole time. Do 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 do. Like I actually will have maybe some games, some like fun little activities, and maybe even some guests. Who knows? Anything to fill the time, essentially, and maybe a little bit like an hour or two of sleeping because I will actually need it. So yeah, it's kind of crazy, and I don't want to be like my my regular self and just leave it till the last minute, because I know that will only bite me in the bum. So I'm going to try and start being, a little bit more proactive and making sure that I've got my shit together. So holy shit, you got a voice. Thank you. That's a nice thing for you to say. And if you're interested in the music side of things, and you've joined a good stream, so yeah, we're gonna be just knocking about, just like enjoying one another's company, and in the very stereotypical theater kid fashion, maybe just occasionally breaking out into song in a hopefully not insufferable way. So that's kind of the MO for today. Dollhouse was a theater live stream and it worked. That's very true. The Dollhouse stream was actually one of the, obviously I'd known German before that in terms of like watching his videos on YouTube and stuff, but it was like probably the moment where I was just like, this guy is next level. Like, honestly, I was kind of jealous at the same time. I was like, wow, this is amazing. But I was also kind of envious because like I've always wanted to play The Sims in real life. You know what I mean? I've always wanted to kind of be like a sim in real life. And so it's like he just stole this idea right from my deepest, darkest desires. But it was like, so fun to see it unravel in real time. I was, of course, part of the audience for the majority of the time, even though it was like the complete opposite of my typical like sleeping schedule, because he's like obviously, across the world, right? And so I was like, damn, this is so fun. I wish I could have done this, right? Rejected Dollhouse Maid. Yeah, this is my story, guys. And so it was kind of like, it was fascinating to see, like, you guys know the meme. I don't want to bring up this meme again. It was like, what is it? I wish, okay, wait. I don't care that something good happened to you. It should have happened to me instead. But it's more like, I care that something good happened to you. I also wish it happened to me also, And it was kind of, just a very fun moment to see how far you can really push the boundaries of Twitch, really. Like, if you think about it, it's quite an experimental kind of stream. And my whole, like, interest is based in experimental art, right? So, I mainly focus on the poetry side of things. But of course, like, experimental streaming is so interesting as a concept, and he's kind of like the master of that whole avant-garde vibe. And so that among a few other moments in his stream really solidified like that. If I didn't already have a crush, well, I would have after that. And so who knows, maybe we'll do The Sims in real life too at some point, and it'll just be like a blatant rip-off. We'll see. But in a way, 24-hour streams, like those big like subathons, they're kind of similar, right? you're kind of at the mercy of your audience and they can kind of pick and choose what you do. And so that's like, yeah, it's a little Sims light version of, I guess, what he did. And that's maybe enough for me because it can get very weird and trippy. Like, you know, after 12 hours or more of being on camera and kind of sitting in one place for, yeah, without moving, it can be really freaking, well, strange is maybe the word that I'd use. So anyway, Cody, this is for you. Ready? Ding. And yes, we're starting early today. I just felt like it since I had some free time. Might as well just jump on and like spend some more time with you guys because I love you so much. And so here we are. Though I will say I forgot to get my water. So maybe in the break a little bit later, I'll grab some water. And yeah, I won't get too freaking perspiring. I was going to say sweaty, but you guys know the drill here. I won't get too glistening today because yeah, it's not even that hot, but something about being in this room, it always gets really stuffy. So I'll just turn on the fan and hopefully you guys can't hear it. And I'll grab some water not too long from now. But yeah, I'm sorry about messing with your timetable, Cody, but hopefully the extra time makes up for it. Because, you know, I'm still here. That's the thing. I think more is always more. Actually, sometimes less is more, but in this case, more is more. And so, yeah, we're going to be kicking it like we normally do. And I had lots of fun last stream where we played Jackbox. I'm thinking it could be fun to like do it as a regular thing, maybe once a month or something like that. And I also had another idea, actually. I don't know, this is not a fully fleshed out idea yet, but I was thinking like maybe at the end of each month to kind of maybe to thank the person who's been like the most supportive, to like send them like a little postcard or even maybe like a toy or whatever. Because like yesterday, for instance, or not yesterday, the previous stream 2 days ago, we had this incredible like outpouring of generous support. And of course, like we have Alevra, C. Lockett, and Sir Sean in the kind of, you know, the first, second, third place in terms of the gifted subs. It's like how, what, who, why, what could I possibly do to show my thanks? And literally the least I could do is like maybe a little thank you present, like a postcard seems like a nice thing to do. And yeah, to just like have that as a recurring thing maybe. But yeah, it's still very much in the works right now. I'm not sure. So I'll keep you guys updated because I don't want it to be, what's the word? Like prohibitive in a sense. Like it might make people feel bad about not subscribing or donating or whatever. That's not the intention. But I want to try and thank the people who, you know, that do decide to show their support. And I'm trying to, yeah, figure out the perfectest way to do it. And so, yeah. Picasso, I'm glad to see you back, and I'm glad that you enjoyed the time we spent playing Jackbox. And like I said in that last stream, it's not our regular thing. So I hope that our new friends who joined us just for that aren't disappointed that it's more of a like kind of chatty vibe for today. But yeah, it's like, you know, it's a kind of thing that since we do have a very creative, witty, funny community, it always ends up going so well because, you know, we talk so much about creativity here and the creative process. It seems natural that you guys would absolutely smash like all of the kind of creative-based Jackbox games, which are essentially all of them, right? And so, yeah, that as well as like Words on Stream and a couple of other games that are kind of more creative focused end up being really, really, really a perfect fit. And so, yeah, it's nice, and I'm glad you had a good time. You're a graphic designer. That's fantastic. My mum, before she retired, was a graphic designer, and she's helped me with some of the, like, on my website, we have merch and stuff. She's helped me with some of the graphic design things related to that, and she's a beast. Like, I think I've shown you guys some of the stuff that I've made and some of the stuff that she's made, and more often than not, you guys would be like, oh, we prefer your mum's, and I'm like, that's fair. That's really fair. But yeah, it's really cool, and it's a skill that I think is quite handy, you know? Yeah, it's a very involved, or it can be a very involved practice. There are some programs that look like complete and utter gibberish to me, like Photoshop. I kind of got the hang of, but then there's like a bunch of other Adobe programs that are just like, what the fuck am I looking at, right? And oh, well, actually, this is not really related, but it's just topical to my life right now because my mum bought a 3D printer. We've been trying to like get the hang of Blender, and holy shit, it is so fucking hard to use. It's literally like a new language, right? And so we've just kind of gotten used to maybe some of the basics, making like letters and stuff like that, like as in the letters of the alphabet. And yeah, just trying to get used to all the different settings and stuff. But people make freaking whole ass games in there and whole ass movies. And so it's like a very powerful, but at the start, very confusing kind of program. And I've heard that, yeah, the learning curve is kind of steep. It's, at least that's been my experience so far. And so, yeah. Anyway, if anyone knows how to use Blender, please just maybe share some tips in the chat because your girl needs it. And, we want to make the most out of the 3D printer because it's such a cool little device, or not so little. Actually, my mum printed this, it's hard. It doesn't show up that well on camera, but it's meant to be like a bust of my face from a photo. Like, how cool is that? I think from further away, it looks actually a bit better. You can see more of the details. And so we were just testing it out. There's also my name written there, though you can't really see it. It says Emmy. But then she was like, oh, it's off center. And I was like, oh, just put a cherry there. Put a cherry there and balance it out. It'll be fine. But it looks so, I don't know, like, I don't know how to describe it. When my friend saw it, he said it almost looks like those like religious icons, like with the Mother Mary with her hair kind of cascading down. I was like, oh, that's that. Thank you. I don't know how to take that. As in, it almost feels too much of a compliment. I don't think it would be mildly blasphemous for me to accept. Yeah, so look at that. Kind of cool, right? It's only from this far back that you can see the details though. And so I'm sorry guys, if I go like closer, it's just a flashbang. But just imagine it, like, just imagine my face in the form of a 3D print. And we actually use like a very kind of, what's the word? Like a very not that sophisticated program to do this. And so it was impressive to say the least. And it was just a front-on photo. So the fact that they kind of got the side as well, like, what do you guys think? Not too bad. Like I was thinking to myself, how are they going to make this actually 3D, right? But then they did a pretty good job, getting that nose, that's very important. But then, of course, because my parents sometimes like to be a little bit extra now that they've graduated, now that they've retired, technically, yeah, they've graduated from working. My mum also bought a 3D scanner. And so we can make this, but actually in depth, not just like an AI estimation of what my face looks like, because, it seems like a cool little device to you can literally scan like full-sized cars, that's how freaking involved it is. But she only just bought that, so we're still trying to figure out the basics. And who knows, maybe you'll see some merch coming soon. I don't know about making like figurines and stuff because I know what people do to figurines, and I'm not sure if I want to go down that path, at least yet. But in terms of like cherry memorabilia, like, even the golden cherries that we use at the end of the year for the cherry awards, to actually be able to send out physical golden cherries to people would be a wonderful, like, I don't know, it just seems like a nice thing to do. And like keychain stuff, I don't know, poetic stuff. It's like, the kind of thing that I think has plenty of utility, especially considering, that we're always trying to expand our merch stuff and make sure that it's kind of as homegrown as possible. Because, it's nice to be able to make merch in general, but it's an extra layer of niceness when you can feel proud about not only the working practices, the fact that we make it all ourselves and at home, but like the price and everything and the quality, especially. We get to see it before it gets sent out instead of it being like something that we're totally hands off from. And so, yeah, it's just like another little tool in our arsenal. And that's going to be something we start using a lot more in the coming months and stuff as we get more familiar, I suppose, with the settings and how it all works. And so, yeah. Sell them to trusted people. Yeah, I feel like that's probably, if I went down that track, that's how it would go, and there'd be very limited amount as well. But you guys know it's the Wild West out there. I want to make sure that, yeah, it's all above board, so to speak. But anyway, yeah, the Virgin Mary is kind of the how should I say it? The comparison that my friend made. Just because of the pose, like the kind of tilted head, the hair cascading. So I took it as a compliment. I think that's how they meant it. Unless they were just calling me a virgin, which is, well, oh gosh, that's hilarious. Anyway, moving on. How are you guys feeling? Are you doing well? Are you feeling fantastical and super spondiferous? Because I sure am, and I'm glad to be, just kicking it like we normally do. It's, well, yeah, it's been a very interesting start to the year, I should say. Lots of big changes, with, I'm guessing, plenty more to come. And yeah, just like in terms of streaming, it's been nice to get things back on track. But yeah, it's been like kind of nerve-wracking and exciting to think about where we can go this year. Not just like physically, but in terms of our spiritual, creative, professional development. It's an exciting time. And we're in this together. I want to know about your wins. We don't take any L's here, right? I want to hear about your goals, your hopes and dreams for the future, because sometimes just speaking them out loud can be the first step in manifesting whatever it is. And it's always nice to have someone, not just to hold you accountable, maybe that's too cynical, but like to cheer you on, to encourage you. And I'm hoping I can be that person for you guys. If I'm standing in the sidelines, just clapping, cheering, pushing you towards that goal, then that's my deepest pleasure. And I do think we can make it, guys. It's not Jova. We're so back type beat, and that's something to celebrate in my eyes. I've noticed that, especially at the start of this year, like in January, as we're closing it out, you guys have been exceptionally generous, and it's very much appreciated. It's not all lost on me, because weirdly enough, I heard that January was a time where, I guess, like the Twitch, what's the word? The Twitch payouts and the Twitch support is a little bit less than usual, but that's not been my experience. And so I wonder what to make of that. I don't really know. I haven't thought about it too hard, but it's just something that I wasn't expecting, but I'm very, very grateful for. And so, yeah. And so today we'll be releasing the new iPhone. No, I know I look like Elizabeth Holmes right now. I'm not going to do the deep voice, but yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. And it's a pleasure. It really is a pleasure to be here. Even if it is no less nerve-wracking than the very first time I pressed start streaming, which was like the kind of heart palpitating, sweat just falling in sheets kind of feeling. And so, yeah, I probably could do the deep voice, but I won't inflict that upon you guys. So yeah, it's especially because we have this new setup, new camera, new lights, new desk, everything. It's a very stark contrast, and I feel like it's really popping out. Like, I could literally show you guys what the old setup looked like. Do you want to see what the webcam, because I still have it like set up. I can show you what it used to look like, right? And it's not pretty. Ready? Hey guys. skull emoji. I think that's the only appropriate thing to say. It's not too bad, but it's just like, yeah, a Skype setup. That's real. Like, what the hell am I looking at? But this was literally up until not very long ago. This was our whole thing, right? And it feels so weird. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it feels really green. Like, the colors have always been something that I was like, guys, it's the camera. But now hopefully you can see what I mean. Because it's like, I don't know. The room doesn't look this green. It looks closer to this, right? Here. And even though this is still, it looks a little bit saturated, but it's closer at least to the actual state of things. And yeah. I hope it's yeah. I hope you guys see it as an upgrade, because I certainly do. We've got 4K Ultra HD, 4K HDK4, and yeah, just like, I don't know, production quality. It's not really the be all and end all, but it can be helpful, you know? And hopefully it shows you guys my dedication and like my kind of commitment to this whole channel, this whole little experiment. And so, yeah. It was green because the lighting wanted chat to be envious. Yeah, exactly. Wanted to really just like, you know, to really flex. Oh gosh. And so, yeah, you know, we out here. We really out here, guys. And we do have technology. It's true. I've been thinking of other ways to like make this look more professional, and I don't really know, to be honest. We've reached a nice, I think, settling point, especially since now we're in quite firmly in phase 2. But yeah, who knows? Who knows what the future might look like? You know, some of the top streamers, especially the OG streamers, have reached their height of fame, not because of what their setup looks like, how much money they spent on their equipment, but mainly because of just their, you know, their interesting, engaging, funny, silly personalities. And so it's like, it's easy to get excited about the gear and, you know, become really into like upgrading. But there are, I think, like, there's a level where it gets to where it's just like the point of diminishing returns. And so I want to make sure that I keep that in mind too, because right now we're in a good spot. And so, yeah, let me just move this. It's nice, and I'm excited. So, and a little bit shy. But yeah, it's kind of, I think, been a long time coming. And yeah, you could say a setup really can reflect one's personality. Like, you know, when it comes to the houses, the rooms, the places that we spend the most time in, they can really be a reflection of your personality. And so I wanted to make sure that it felt as, you know, nice looking and also as reflective of my own interests as possible. I wonder if the schedule being so up and down is why your amount is lower this month. Well, it's actually higher. I was saying that usually I've heard that January is lower for people, but for me, this month has been pretty good, you know? And I'm not quite sure why, to be honest. I mean, you could theorize like a million different reasons why, but it was just unexpected and, of course, appreciated. But I think because January, it's like, it's just past all the holiday season and stuff, and people are just, they're flat out broke after spending all their money on Christmas presents for people, etc., and like going away. I think that's mainly why people say that January is not great for revenue, but it's been interesting. I think it's something that sometimes is just up and down. So I'm grateful for the ups, of course, and never despairing or never expectant or feeling entitled in the downs. And so it's been good. And so that is hopefully a good omen for this year. I'm like excited, but not like, what's the word? I'm not getting too ahead of myself. And so, yeah. And it's true. It like when it comes to the look of things, you know, like no amount of background, no amount of fancy gadgets and gizmos is going to help you actually put on a good stream, whatever that means for you, you know. And so, yeah, I think that like all things, a balance is good. It's a good place to be. And I had the vision, like I was telling you guys about the background, the lights, and everything. Um, and here we are. After having executed that vision, it feels pretty good. Um, and so, yeah, sorry about the ads, guys. That's one thing that I wish I could change, but it's mandatory for streamers to put on ads. The only thing you can change is when they play. So instead of having them spread out and have an ad play every 5 minutes, which would, I think, piss everyone off, just like play all of them at once at like the start of every hour, essentially. And so, anyway, we're out of ad hell. I want to try the full office siren look. I don't know. What do you guys think of this? Be honest. The glasses? Is that like, is that something? Or, like, if I look up, you can see the ring light in my lenses, but if I look just down like this, is that kind of, I think that pulls it all together because it's all like matching, like the silver hardware essentially. Like, there. What is that? Is that working for you guys? It's kind of gyat. I'm taking that as a compliment. See, I never feel as fucking old as I do when I hear like slang like gyat and like fucking skibbity riz, you know? Like, I'm only 25, guys. Oh gosh. But yeah, I hope that's a good thing. But yeah, anyway. No, I'm not 18, guys. I'm 25, so quarter life crisis type beat, and yeah. I'm older than you by like I could be your father. Don't tell me that, or else you know, gonna make me act up. No, sorry. Okay. Um, I've said this before, but every single time I wear my glasses, and I have a few different pairs now over the years, I've just collected them. Like I remember, oh fuck, this is what it's like to be able to see, right? And every time I take them off, it feels like getting punched in the face, like having my eyes readjust. And so I'm like, oh wow, it's so great. I can actually read the chat, right? I can actually read my computer screens, like what it all says. Because usually I'm just like trying not to squint, right? But then I get too used to it, and then all of a sudden taking them off, I'm like, oh shit, I am actually blind. And more blind in one eye than the other, which makes it extra like kind of confusing and dizzifying. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm kind of liking this look right now. It matches the whole outfit. But in general, I'm not great with wearing my glasses because well, they're annoying. They get in the way. Like you can't really sleep with them. They fog up, you know. Sometimes they get all fucking like blurry, and yeah, it's not it, guys. I'm quite forgetful as well, so I'll put them down and then just forget where I put them and then find them like 6 months later. But as a fashion accessory, they kind of go hard, right? Oh, and I was just saying that I left my drink bottle. Yeah, I don't have my drink bottle here in the other room. So if I want to hydrate, I have to leave you guys for a moment. Can I trust you to behave? I don't even have my Pathic here. Do I? No, I don't. So I said I was going to get it, so maybe I will just be right back and we can have a drink together. So let's see. Do you want music? Or do you want to just stare at this chair? It's up to you. Do 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 do. I've returned. Okay. So, let's have a drink. And this bottle is a troll bottle because every time I drink from it, I spill water on myself. And I think that, I don't know why. I think there's a leak, but anyway. Mm. Since we were talking about music, what kind of musical vibes are you guys feeling for today? Like, are we thinking ballads like, if the world was ending, I'd wanna be next to you. Ooh. Something like that? Or are you feeling like, I don't know, pop? The rest is still unwritten. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it, release your inhibitions. Like, I could go on. There's a funny story there with that song and my sister. I actually convinced her that I wrote that song. Like, I kind of told her, like, I wrote down the lyrics and I told her, like, yeah, I just came up with this, like, just off the dome, you know? She's like, wow, that's really great. And then she heard that song on the radio one time in the future. I was like, Emmy, they stole your song. And I was like, oh my gosh, what? That's crazy. Until, yeah, all was revealed. And then I lost her trust since then. But I really like that song. It's like the song of my childhood, Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. Is that right? Or is that Unwritten? Yes, Bedingfield, that's right. So, depends what the vibes are for today, though. Like, actually, I just sang Bruno Mars before, but then I saw his new song, and I was like, holy shit, this is explicit. Like, I forgot what it's called. Bruno Mars. We're not going to listen to it or sing it because it's literally like, if you know, you know. New song. But it has, yeah, it's called Fat, Juicy, and Wet with Sexy Red. And it actually has like some heavy hitters in the music video. Like Lady Gaga's in it, which I suppose is unsurprising considering they collabed like recently with Die With A Smile. But like, holy shit, the fact that the song before that was like a beautiful operatic love song ballad, and then the next one he puts out is like literally the most explicit thing that I think I've heard on the radio in a hot minute, is quite funny. It's a testament to his complete and utter range. But like, yeah, if you want to listen to it, then, well, I was going to send a link, but maybe not. Just find it in your own time, guys. It's very, yeah, very upfront is what I'll say. So we're not going to sing anything like that. Yes, we were just talking about Bruno. He's a very, like, versatile artist. And I think he's just, at this point, it seems like he's just having fun with it. You know, he's just, like, collaborating with his, you know, whoever he wants, essentially. And just, yeah, being very, I don't know, like, devil may care, I suppose. He just does not give a fuck. Oh gosh. And so yeah, it's quite funny, and you guys will have no idea what I'm talking about unless you actually have heard his most recent song. It's like a week old. It's really fucking intense. And so anyway, what other songs have been like in my playlist recently? Like the OGs, you know, you guys know I'm an Elvis fanatic. Also, Hosier, of course. So those are the classics for me. What else? Like game soundtracks as well. I've been playing Danganronpa, which is like, I know I kind of missed the boat by like 10 years, but it's quite a good little game there. It's a visual novel, and it's like got some really fucking hard music. Like it goes off. And so I'm not the type to typically listen to like lyricless music, or like, you know, even game OSTs in general. But that one is my exception. I really fucking like, especially maybe I can play you a little bit of it. This like kind of funky tropical uh track. Let's see. Oh, I have to remember what it's called. Give me a sec, guys. It'll be worth it. Meanwhile, maybe you guys can tell me what your favorite song is right now. Oh, fuck. Is it this? I don't know.
Hungry Jack's iced drinks. Rich,
Hungry
velvety,
Jack's,
smooth
what the
barista
fuck?
coffee.
I just remembered that I don't have ad block on right now because I lost all my bookmarks. Okay. Please. Is it this one? Yeah. Guys, how hard does this go? Ooh. Like that little like kind of Daft Punk, I don't know what they're vocalizing there. The it's so catchy and it's so annoying because I don't know what they're actually singing. So all you can do is like hum along to it. And so yeah, it's been kind of funnily enough stuck in my head without any lyrics and from a game, right? So very kind of yeah, I don't know, like nostalgic almost, which is weird. This game, Danganronpa 2, like apparently in general the franchise is very popular, but it was like very, very popular like when I was in high school, which it entirely missed me at that time. But I'm coming back, like 12 years later essentially, and I've been enjoying it so far. I will see maybe the third game or something I might play on stream if I'm still like invested in the series. But I've been liking it so far. The music is pretty killer in, no pun intended, in like all the games so far that I've played. So, let's come back here though. Oh, here I mean. Let's see, what have you guys been listening to? Rocky Horror. Oh, interesting. Mozart, that's very refined. I like it. And yeah, how has APT just hit 1 billion views? That's freaking crazy. You know how Nile Rodgers, he's kind of like the OG hit machine. I feel like Bruno Mars is maybe the modern hit machine because everything he makes ends up turning to gold. And he's just got that, I don't know, what has he got? He's got that special something. I mean, APT is pretty like catchy, but it's not like, yeah, I don't know, 1 billion views? That's crazy to me. Anyway, and I welcome in. I'm glad to have you here. And yeah. Actually, speaking of music, we can listen to my latest song a little bit later from the Club Cherry channel. It's again, speaking of instrumentals, it's no words. It's a no words song. It does have words, but this version that I posted is just the music behind it. And it's, yeah, like a collaboration between myself and actually a friend that you guys have met before on this channel, my friend Alex. We made it together, and so that's why it sounds better than usual. So anyway, excuse me, I'm trying not to choke on stream. Yeah, it's kind of like, if I could describe it in one word, the song is a bit like a melting pot with a dash to make it one word. And yeah, it's got a few different genres in there, so maybe a bit later we'll listen to that. Oh, and of course, Cody, you've been listening to Smooth Operator. Honestly, I listen to it all the time off stream as well. Just like if I'm on a car ride or whatever, it pops up in my playlist. I'm like, yeah, it's still, after all this time, it goes so hard. So I don't blame you. And so, yeah, Nile Rodgers, I don't know if he La Seraphim? I don't know what that is, but let me see. Do, do, do. It might be, yeah. He's very, very notorious for his incredible hit making capabilities. And so yeah, he's kind of known as like the guy to make a song fucking pop off. And some of my favorite songs I didn't realize were all kind of produced by him. Like Duran Duran, some pop songs like of the modern day, Lady Gaga, of course. And so, yeah, he's the hit machine. He's done. Actually, let me show you. Full screen here. Le Freak, I Want Your Love, I'm Coming Out. That's crazy. What else? Let's Dance. He's yeah, the hit machine. I want your love. I want your love. You know I need your love. Yeah, where is it? I'm sure there's a part that's calling him the hit machine. Unless that was something that I just thought in my own brain. Anyway, I could literally just get lost down this Wikipedia rabbit hole, but I'm trying to pull myself out of it. Yeah, he's cool. Just check if you have a favorite song. Check who's in the credits, especially for the production. His name might just pop up. You kind of look like Jennifer Connelly. Oh, I think I've gotten that one before, but let me just refresh my memory. Misspelling. Oh yes, she's very beautiful. Thank you. That's a nice thing to say. Yeah, but often I'll get that about literally anyone with dark hair. Like you guys would be like, oh, you look like insert person here. And I just Google them and it's like the first thing that I see is the striking dark hair. And so, thank you. It's a compliment, of course, but it's quite funny. There have been some funny, like, doppelgangers in the past. My favorite one is probably Lisa Edelstein. Is that how you pronounce it? From House. She's such a gorgeous lady. Like, she's literally so mesmeric on the screen. And so maybe this is, if I'm lucky, my future in a few years' time. But yeah, the dark hair. Beautiful, beautiful. Name a gorgeous man besides Hugh Laurie. You kind of have Lara Croft hair today, definitely. Yes, with the ponytail. It's a rare occasion to have the ponytail, but it's nice. Yeah, Hugh Laurie, he is my kind of on the sidelines crush right now. Because you guys know my first crush will always be the man himself, German985. But that doesn't stop me from having other crushes, and so House is definitely, yeah, he's one of them. American accent or British accent, I'll take either. And so, yeah, don't get me started because you will get an hour long or even longer about Hugh Laurie. Though I will say, guys, wait. Chase House MD. This guy is so offensively pretty. It's like, how are you so pretty? And, you know, I don't know how I feel about the fact that he's Australian in the show. Like, it's kind of a neutral fact, you know? Because some people say, oh, the Australian accent, that's so sexy. But to me, it's like, not really. I do not find my own accent sexy. It's very grating, actually, when I listen to myself speak. But for him, I guess, because he kind of, yeah, maybe it's different hearing it on someone else. He can pull it off. But, yeah. Jesse, I think his name is. He's so pretty, especially with his longer hair. Like, I don't mind the fact that he cut his hair in, like, the later seasons, but I definitely prefer it longer, like, kind of maybe that length. How it flicks out at the ends. He's so cute. And so, yeah, the House MD cast was absolutely stacked. Like, oh, and how can we forget? Olivia Wilde is probably the hottest woman I've ever seen on screen like that. She's like so in the show, especially she's so freaking beautiful. Like, how can you not just be completely swept away every time she's on screen? Sometimes I have to like rewind and actually listen to what they've said because I was just so enraptured, right? And she's sexy and she knows it type beat. Yeah, I don't know how they cast her. I think this was like at the beginning of her career, so maybe she didn't have as much star power back then. Guys, I'm so sorry. It's quite embarrassing, especially since that seems to happen every single stream. I guess, yeah, my computer couldn't take the combined thirst and absolutely, drop dead gorgeousness of the entire House MD cast. I'm sorry about that, guys. Hopefully we're back right now. Okay, so let me get myself situated. My entire computer just shut down. Like, I got the blue screen of death. I'll show you. Yeah, I took a photo. Literally, that just happened. You see that? So, yeah. Guys, have mercy. That's me talking to my computer. Have mercy on a boomy like me. Okay, we're back. We're back. But anyway, I was talking about my crushes, and yeah, the House MD cast is freaking stacked. So I'm still watching. I'm still like maybe halfway through season. Is it 6? House is hot. I agree. Honestly, even at his current age, he could probably still sweep me off my feet. you know, that's just me, guys. That's just me. The druggy doctor dude. Yes, that guy. I'll show you. Hopefully this doesn't crash my computer again. This guy, House MD. Yeah. Have I learnt my lesson? No. He's just so... Well, he can be quite rude. And when he's rude, that's when I like him less, of course. But he's just so interesting as a character. He's quite nuanced. He's, of course, very disturbed. And he pushes people away. But he does have, I think, some tiny inner core of softness and care about people. And, of course, his friends slash Wilson. Yes, he's British, which was quite surprising to learn. But anyway, since I don't want my computer to crash again, let's come back here. And I'm sorry about the ads again. That's annoying, isn't it? But we're back. That's what matters. British preference? Do I prefer him British or do I prefer him American? I mean, it's kind of rude to say anything other than his actual accent, right? I think he does a great job at the American accent, but yeah, his British accent, his actual voice is quite charming, I think. So, I see him the way Cuddy does. That's quite funny. Yeah. Cuddy is also very interesting. Like, she is basically a boss, a girl boss, She's like the only one that can really wrangle him at times. But she also, I think, maybe lets him get away with too much at times. And yeah, their relationship is quite funny and interesting. I haven't finished the show yet, so I'm not sure how it all ends. I wonder if they're endgame or not. Like, it would seem like it would be, but I don't know. With House's personality, I don't know if he's endgame with anyone. Like, he's just too prickly on the outside by design. I think he does it on purpose because he doesn't want to get close and get hurt by people. But if anyone were to be endgame, it would definitely be those two, But anyway, I'm distracted because I'm thinking about House MD. Thoughts on the Simpsons movie? I fucking love the Simpsons movie. Like, I remember watching it when I was like a kid, I guess. And and laughing my ass off in the cinema. Wife material. Like the part where Bart is on the skateboard and then they're covering, you know what, the whole time until right at the end. Like the entire theater just gasped. It was just like this. And it like rippled throughout the theater. It was like so funny. And I was just dying of laughter. Though I will say, I did cry at that movie. Like the part where they start playing that song. What's that song for the wedding? When Homer tapes over his wedding video and then the song starts playing, I literally cry. And I still would. Yes. Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Like when they start playing that, I start getting a bit teary-eyed, I'm not gonna lie. And then my family used to make fun of me because it's like, it's the fucking Simpsons, right? But it's just like there's something about that whole scene and like what it means and like the music itself, it sounds so angelic, right? And there's this one part distinctly that I remember when Homer, I think, is like on that ice, like what's it called? Like a piece of ice floating in a river in the shape of a love heart, and then it just like kind of splits in half. Like that is cinema. But yeah, that song, even just now, like it gives me like chills. And yeah, music in general can be so powerful. It reminds me also of the song from Futurama where Seymour, the dog, if I'm not mistaken, that's his name, is waiting for Fry, but he never comes back. And it's the song like, if it takes forever, I will wait for you. And it's like, oh my God. It's like, it's too much. I've only ever been able to watch that episode like once, 1.5 times, because I tried to watch it again and just was like, no, I can't do this. And so, yeah, music can be quite powerful. I don't know if it would have had, I mean, of course, it's still quite sad, but it has an extra bit of impact because of the song they choose, like how it swells, and it's just like so moving, you know? Oh, there's a ukulele cover of that song. Maybe we could try it. It depends how involved it is. Because, you know, I will wait for you for 1,000 summers. It's like, oh my God. They really just pull on the heartstrings. But yeah. Gosh, I like the Simpsons movie. Maybe I should watch it again. But yeah. I feel like music gets me in my feels the most. Like when it comes to a piece of media, something that's going to make me cry the most is definitely like a sad song at just the right time, you know? I can keep it together pretty well, and if I'm just watching a show or something, or like, yeah, playing a game, and it's still sad, but like I'm keeping it together. But as soon as that like sad song hits, then I'm like, I'm done for. I'm just like you know, sobbing mess. And obviously that's kind of what the directors or whatever are intending, but maybe not to the extent that it is effective on me at least. So I try to just like, you know, just pretend that I'm not completely devastated by whatever it is that I'm listening to and watching. And so, yeah, anyway. Marge's voice cracking up, yes, that is also part of it, you know, just like the emotion that you can feel. It's so palpable. But speaking of movies, yeah, we do have a movie night that we want to, like, get organized. I said at the start of this week, actually, that this week was the time for getting shit done. So, maybe Sunday. How does that work for you guys? You know, after our stream, we'll just, like, jump ourselves over to the Discord and get ourselves ready for some movie watching. I can actually make some popcorn too because I have some popcorn kernels that I just bought because I was like, damn, I feel like popcorn. And yeah, a big old bowl ready to be filled with popcorn. So, even before stream, that might be trickier, but I could just swing it since it will be the weekend. We'll see. Because it would be fun to discuss it, but we could always discuss it the stream after as well. So it's up to you guys. When can most people be there? As long as it's not an Adam Sandler movie. Well, I think, Cody, did you pick, was Back to the Future? Or am I forgetting? Because that's a classic and a a people pleaser. But yeah, it's like up to you guys. We're going back to the future. All right, that sounds good to me. So if that is like something you guys are interested in, just stay tuned for the next stream, especially. Um, and then we'll be able to, relive our days of when we watched Cat in the Hat on stream, or not on stream, in the Discord, and that was funny. It was the first time I'd done anything like that, and it was yeah, a special moment. Um, so yeah, we'll see how we go. Rudy, welcome in. I'm great. I hope you are too. Though I'm about to cough. Excuse me. And yes, of course, we're doing our affirmations today. Even though my computer crashed, and so I lost my time. But 8:40. Excuse me. Affirmations in a little bit. So, I list Back to the Future as one of my favorite 10 movies of all time. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, it's a classic, and I haven't seen it in a hot minute, so I'll be glad to rewatch it with you guys. But if anyone hasn't seen it, now's your chance to join us. Hosted by the very generous Cody, who's got like a bunch of movies just available for us, and yeah, I can't wait. Essentially, it's a long time coming. So I'll post more about it in the server. And excuse me, I'm about to have a coughing fit. I need a sign that says like "Hang in there, cat." When you just like are overcome by a coughing fit, but you have to soldier on. Yeah, it's too real. Anyway, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope that the stream is running all right currently, because yeah, my computer's been really struggling recently, and it's been getting really, really hot. So like I'm just feeling it right now, and it's like too hot to keep my fingers on for longer than a few seconds. I feel like that's not great for the internals of the computer, but I don't know why. I don't know what to do at this point. Maybe it's just like it's not designed for this kind of heavy duty activity of streaming. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try and sort that shit out in the future, like maybe next week. So anyway, what were we doing? We're talking about music. Maybe we can play a bit. So here's my uke. I wonder if this will get picked up. I need to take off my bracelet. Yeah, I think Back to the Future holds up. I'd say so. But it has been a while. Maybe I'll think differently once we watch it again. Alright, let's see. Can you guys hear that? Lower? Oh, this is a great thing about the fact that I can move this mic now. Okay. Music time. What should we make a song about, guys? Moonlit waves, that's beautiful. Moonlit waves, something save me. Whispering Pines on the Plain. Oh my gosh, you guys are actually cooking right now. A song about friendship, that sounds nice. Friendship. A rainbow after rain. Okay, I need to get this together. Moonlit waves. Okay. stay? Could you stay? Um, this is frustratingly accurate to the process that I normally take, which involves a lot of thinking and then occasionally having a eureka moment. Um, so A D G G. It's a very happy sound. I like that. The rainbow after rain. Moonlit waves and the rainbow after rain. Could you stay? Could you stay? 'Cause oh, it'd be such a shame to send them to go away. It's like moonlit waves, the rainbow after rain. Could you stay? Could you stay? 'Cause oh, it would be such a shame if something went away today. Oh, today. The world enjoy. You're actually cooking right now. Are you a musician? Because you've got the creative flair for it. Let me noodle around a bit more. I'm so glad to be here with you. I'll show you guys what uke website I was talking about before. It's called Uke Chords Randomizer or something. Yeah, nothing but great ukulele chord progressions. Please load. Okay, load. Sorry, full screen, steam ahead. So F, D minor, oh B flat. Let's see. That third one's pretty hard. The muse just talks to me. Everything I see, I just wanna know. Could you stay with me? The muse just talks to me is a very poetic line. Whispers from the wind fill my soul. That's beautiful. Damn, you guys are cooking. Let's have another one that's not got B in there. Okay. Whispers from the wind, they fill my soul. If I told you, would you? If I told you. I told you where I'm going, would you go? Sorry. I don't even know if that's being picked up. Like, I need it to be down there. But can you guys still hear me? It kind of like cuts, yeah. Let's see if I turn up the gain. Let's go up, 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 up. It's better? That's good. Can you still hear me? Would you pour a jug of milk on your head for 10k bits? No, but I would sleep with your mum, actually. And I'd do it for nothing. Alright, let's keep going. Sorry. Sometimes people ask me questions like that and it's like, bruh. Shoo. Okay. Okay. Oh, E minor. That's a nice one. Ooh. Pretty girl, a pretty word. Sit it down, let it down. Pretty boy, pretty toy. Come inside, don't you hide. Pretty boy meets a shy girl. Pretty boy, won't you come out and play? Kind of reminds me of fuck, is it No, not Elton John. Who am I thinking of? John Lennon's Beautiful, Beautiful, Beautiful Boy song, which I heard for the first time recently, and I was like, that's nice. It's so tender. It's like, I think meant to be about his son or something. Beautiful, 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 beautiful boy. Give me another. That's an interesting one. Beautiful, beautiful. It's a nice full-bodied sound. Okay. That's a nice like move there. To that. Or that, sorry. It's like dun dun. I know. Like I know. You're gone. Sock puppet. Fuck. It's so hard, like, doing this with people watching. It's like, oh, it's so nerve-wracking. Let's come back here. Da da. Do do. And it's kind of awkward with this setup, but we'll come back to that in a sec. I feel like just doing singing right now. Because why not? I wonder if I can show you guys this. This is the newest Club Cherry song. And if I can sing to it, because it's just the instrumental, like I was saying. but I can't hear it. It takes a while, it like kind of warms up. Can you guys hear that? It's really quiet, isn't it? It'd be kind of a troll if there was just like nothing playing. There we go. Yeah, it's nice, huh? Ding, 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 ding. Kind of swapping the mood up a little bit. Switching it up. You like it, Cody? That's great. Hopefully it's not too... like it's mixed all right. Sometimes it's difficult to tell. That kind of like creaky noise. And then that smooth sax, baby. And it seems like it's over, right? Then little pop moment right at the end. Now, that is a lyricless version, and I do have the one with the vocals there, but I don't know where it is. Like, I think maybe Alex still has it or something, and I just like can't find it, so I'll have to ask him for it. But yeah, it's pretty groovy, and like the Blue Sugar thing, I don't know, it just sounded like the perfect name for something that kind of had those little sweet moments, like maybe a little bit left of field moments, and yeah, the sax. The Blue Sugar, I think the pop area is when the lyrics start coming more into play, and it's like, blue sugar, rain it down on me. I wanna rock you, oh yeah, oh every day, fuck. Sorry, let me redeem myself. I wanna rock you, oh yeah, oh every day. Like, something like that. Your voice brings me into nature. And so on and so forth. But I don't know where that version is. I did look for it, but this was all I could find. And so, yeah, it's a little experimental. There's a few different, like, genres or moods in there, which I like. I like the idea of, like, trying out different things within one song. It seems like a cool thing to do. But yeah. God, my voice, since that coughing fit, it's not been the same. I wanna rock you, oh yeah. Oh, every day. But yeah. Anyway, let's see. I forgot what I was meant to be doing. Oh, but speaking of music, actually, C Locker was telling me how he actually made like a tier list before the Club Cherry like videos, which is a very sweet thing to do. It took a while, I'm sure, and so maybe when he's back at some point, like maybe on the weekend, we can do that together. It's like literally every single Club Cherry video. At this point, there's a lot. So yeah, we can rank them all together and like figure out why I like certain ones and not others, or like why ones belong in S tier and like so on and so forth. So yeah. That will be something we may maybe do on Sunday, because I think that's a fun activity to do together. But anyway, music related. I'll ever welcome in first. We had two firsts today. That's wonderful. My computer crashed. So, yeah. I hope you're all well too. Thank you so much for joining us here. And don't mind me. I'm just trying to get all my shit back up since all my tabs and everything just closed. Okay. Seems like we're good. Yeah, singing. Like, I don't know. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. It's seriously like, the minute I press start streaming, I get so nervous that my voice just like clamps shut and the range kind of narrows quite a bit, which is like annoying. It's very annoying. And yeah, literally, even during the 5-minute timer, when it's like clicking down, I'm singing this behind the scenes, right? And then as soon as I'm like, okay, it's time to actually, be presentable, just like clamps. And so, yeah. Yeah, too many tabs open, guys. Not those kind of tabs, but I definitely, probably in the near future, will have to figure out if it's user error, which is possible, or if it's just the fact that I needed a new PC. I'll have to figure it out. And so, even right now, my computer's kind of struggling, and I don't know why. Like, I have 2 tabs open, and it's saying that my bit rate is unstable. What does that even mean? What does that actually mean? My bit rate is too high? Yeah, that's Aussie internet for you. That's so true. Maybe I can troubleshoot with you guys right now. Let's see. Okay, it looks like it's okay. I'm not lagging or anything? Okay. My bitrate is unstable too. See, I don't even know what that means. Or like bitrate, but you know, bitrate. With, yeah. Like some kind of KB/S. Kilobits per second? Weird. Oh, it just means that it's fluctuating? Okay. It's fine till it crashes, that's true. Okay. One could say that your bit rate is making you feel a bit irate. That's quite clever. Oh gosh. That for some reason that reminds me of like an Austin Powers like kind of gag. I don't know why. Like when the guy gets his head like eaten off by a shark or whatever, he's like, that's not a way to get ahead in life. Anyway, that's quite funny, Cody. Let's see, what am I doing? Because, you know, I don't want my computer to crash without me getting this actually done, as in the affirmations. Let's do it now, even though maybe it's a little bit early. Here. So, blank canvas is what I need. There it is. So, this is for anyone who has yet to hear this today, or if you just need a reminder, it is my pleasure to tell you, yes. Yes, you are. You are ready. You are equipped. You are connected. You are unique. You are gorgeous. You are loved, and my personal favorite, you are alive. So thank you for being here in this stream, but more importantly than that, thank you for being here on this planet, on this earth, in this universe in general. It is not always easy, I know, but it is always, 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 always important and appreciated by me at least. So please stick around. I think we can make life good for one another. And ignore the fact that my voice keeps breaking. What the fuck? I don't know why. It's a pleasure to have you here. And yeah, I'm sorry about all the technical issues. It's quite embarrassing. It's quite embarrassing. Partner. There we go. And yes, the schedule currently as it stands is streaming every second day, usually starting at 8 p.m. Today we started at 7 because I just had the time to. But yeah, if you're wondering when I'll be live, just check when I was last live. If it was yesterday, then it won't be today. But if it was the day before yesterday, then it will be today. See, that's so easy, guys. Anyway, it's been working so far, I think. Goodness gracious. Yeah, the math. I've tried to make it as uncomplicated as possible, but that was probably the most complicated way I could have explained it. Every second day. Oh gosh. Anyway, businesswoman, so scheduled. Yes, I look quite businessy in this attire, don't I? Something about a turtleneck, like, I don't know why, but something about a turtleneck just makes me feel like I'm about to, yeah, just release the newest iPhone or something. But unveiling the iPhone 31 for the 31st of Jan. If you guys want to see my background, actually, can anyone make out what that actually is? Now that my camera is a bit more high quality. I've had this for like 10 years or so, and I don't plan on changing it anytime soon. Wait, it's better back here. It's basically like two pictures. Both pictures have a couple kissing, but they've been interspliced between each other, so it's kind of like it's a bit like an optical illusion. When you squint, you can make out each one individually, but altogether it looks like just a mishmash of like, yeah, I don't know how you'd describe it. Like, I'm going to try and hold this so it doesn't go dark. Does that help? Wait. Yeah, if I hold it like that, it'll stay. So it's kind of like a mishmash and you don't know who's kissing who, and it's kind of like very cutesy and artistic. And yeah, it means a lot to me because it's like, it's relatable in a way. So, and then of course my other background is like when I open up my phone is, maybe I can show you. Edit home screen. Ta-da! Which kind of matches the background. It's meant to be like a pink kind of oil spill type look. Can't really see it that well here. It's not like that white. It's just not showing right. Yeah. Anyway, unveiling the new iPhone. Oh gosh. And yeah, I've had it for like, I've had those backgrounds probably since I got my first phone. So, can you show me your husband? I can quickly find a picture of Germa. Yeah, it's an old phone. It is old. If you want, I can quickly find a picture of Germa. It shouldn't take long. Honestly, I have lots on my phone. Let's see the most recent a photo of Germa that I have. The most recent photo for me is my blue screen of death, but give me just a sec. Can I search? I can't really search by name, can I? Germa. No, it doesn't really work. They're just scattered in amongst like the photos of my friends and family, so it looks like he's like in my life. Yeah, academic purposes, of course. And I don't have a hidden Germa folder, but I might just need one. Let me see. I have photos of Billie Eilish. I have quite a few photos of Billie Eilish. Yeah, just in the family, you know, he's in the family. Fuck, this is so hard because, guys, I've told you this before, but I've got like 33,000 photos. So, yeah, Billie Eilish also in the family. I'm sorry, guys, I can't find it right now, but here, I'll give you the next best thing. Yeah, WTF is right. Let's see. It's just... This is edited, of course. But do not look up his name on Google like this because you'll feel horrible. As in, you'll feel uncomfortable. But damn. Wait, where's the one where he's like, Germa reads your number or whatever? It's like the librarian thing. No, not this. Oh. I've seen a lot of these actually. Germa librarian. This one.
Okay, look, I can go.
Sorry, it's loud.
I got a bunch of looks. You don't think I have like a million different looks? Look, I got this look. Looks pretty good. This is like smart guy, but also in a second, I can go right to Ghostbusters librarian. What about like up here? Look at how much more attractive I am when they're up there. Yeah, like I got glasses, but I don't really need them. I'm just gonna put them up there just in case I need to read something, like your number. And then right when she starts to get the number book out, and you're like, okay, got it. Right to the librarian.
I can't do it. I always wondered how he did that flick down with the glasses. I can try. So it's like, yeah, I have glasses, but I don't really need them. It's just in case I ever need to read something like your number. That's so silly. The hair. I need to put the hair away. Wait. You kind of have to make them a little bit loose. Oh shit. Would that work on you? Let me know. But that's, yeah. Also, when I just put them up just then, I realized, holy shit, like my eyes were hurting. That's all it takes. Like, it only takes about an hour or so before my eyes adjust, and then taking my glasses off actually hurts. It's like, damn, I really am blind. But anyway, I forgot why I was even showing you guys that. But yeah, there you go. If you search him online, you'll get a bunch of weird shit like that, but then, as in like this. But then also cute stuff like this. Is it just me or is Germa really that handsome? Yes, he really is. Anyway. I know. He's got a bit more swag than I do, but what can I say? He's, yeah. He's a bit of an anomaly. Like, just anything he does is just filled with swag. So, let me put this on again. Let's see. What can I show you guys? Literally, none of the stuff that I've been writing is actually ready yet, and so I did want to write on stream at some point. Like, I've been thinking a lot about my characters recently, and how, you know, they've been a little bit neglected. So it could be nice to like literally even start with an empty, open document and just start, kind of, you know, what's the word? Brainstorming, I suppose, with you guys and coming up with some funky, fresh, new story ideas, something like that. But yeah. Yeah, filled with swag. Is that shallow? I mean, swag doesn't have to be any one particular thing. It's just a method of existing, you know? But yeah. Anyway, I don't mean to be shallow. You guys know my many, like, long ass list for reasons to like Germa, and I've said this before, but his dashing, charming good looks are one among many. Obviously, like, you know, he's quite handsome, but it's the least interesting thing when it comes to a man such as Germa 985. And so yeah, I do write stories. I have my website here actually with some of the poems that I've written and some of the stories as well, which is all for free. And oh yeah, there's some of my socials. I hope they're up to date. So if you guys are just like, you know, ever in the mood for some light reading, like say you're waiting for an appointment or something like that, then yeah, you're always welcome to check it out. And so here's a link here. But yeah, to be honest, I don't think it's shallow. I think having swag is not shallow though. Like, if I was talking about someone's appearance, then yeah, that is more shallow. But swag, that's how you present yourself. That's different, right? Anyway, my phone just buzzed. Poetry and some stories. But I was thinking of maybe writing a new chapter with you guys and seeing if that would be completely disastrous or not, because I mean, it's nerve-wracking enough just doing it by yourself, right? But when people are watching you, that's a whole added layer of of stage fright, I suppose. Still though, it could be fun, like a bit of a co-working theme. When can I buy the official Emmy Cherry poetry book hardback? I'm not sure. I like having, you know, all my stuff available for free, because, you know, like art, I think is best when it's just shared and enjoyed as widely as possible. But who knows? Never say never type beat. I feel like at some point in the future, I would really love to have, especially with Odin and Ada, have their kind of story, I suppose, made into one coherent tome. And so, when can I buy the free official Emmy Cherry book for $60? We'll see. As for this poem here, no, there is no version of this with spaces. The clusteredness here is by design, and to kind of mimic the quick way that the almost meme of XQC when he talks really fast, because this poem is about XQC, and you know how he's always like talking really fast to the point where people kind of don't even know what he's talking about, and like they have to ask him to repeat himself, and there's like all these videos where he's like talking really fast. So I kind of tried to recreate that in a kind of a textual language with this one, and the rest, to save your eyes, the rest do have spaces. And so yeah, lots of kind of little weird experimental, I guess I'd like to say, things in here. So though, yeah, I wonder if there's a way to I don't know, put it in dark mode. That's something that I haven't really looked into, because I know some people don't like the flashbang white of yeah of the screen. So there's a heavy metal group called XYZ. I did not know that. That's cool. Yeah, I just did this because like I use XYZ all the time as a placeholder. Like if I don't know the right word, I'll just say XYZ, or like for an example of something. Yeah, I didn't know. That's cool. And yeah, also the last line being kind of that, almost a play on words or even a bit of an innuendo with that same like phrasing. Anyway, low key, when can we get the Thirst Trap Instagram? I don't think ever. Guys, yeah, I mean, full respect to people that kind of go down that path. It's just not, I'm not about that life, you know. I do have an Instagram, but Instagram updated their thing, and so now it's like rectangular instead of square. Anyway, I post my art there, and not really my self. Anyway, yeah, that's funny though. Check out the song Fire and Water. I might do. I can't listen to music on stream because I get in trouble from Twitch, but off stream maybe I'll check it out, because you know, I'm trying to expand my horizons, and I've been getting into a few different genres as per like friend recommendations and stuff like that. So yeah, XYZ, that's cool. Anyway, oh yeah, actually, since we did the affirmations, it actually makes sense. I might as well do my website plug as well. So you know how we're just talking about my website? Well, there's a funny, neat little addition that you guys can check out if you want, which is the little merch store. If it will load, please load. Please load. Here. Which has some cool little things. Fridge magnets, postcards, some more curse than others, posters, and stuffed animals. My favorite as well, the apparel. So if this will load as well, please. See guys, this is what I'm dealing with. My internet. We'll just give that a second. The apparel is my favorite because it's like so comfortable, and of course we make everything at my parents' place. That's really taken its time. There's hoodies, but there's also shirts and stuff. And so I feel very proud of it all because it's like, it's, you know, a labor of love is how I describe it. And I can feel comfortable and safe knowing that all this stuff is made ethically. You know, we make it ourselves. There's no sweatshop like in a developing nation that's being ripped off essentially. And that's why the prices here are a little bit premium as well. So it's like the kind of thing where I wanted to make sure that I had as much as possible, as much as reasonable, creative control and quality control. And so we make everything ourselves. It's pretty cool. I have help from my mum for some of it, and I also have help from my auntie who makes the crochet toys. And so, oh yeah, here are the hoodies. I love the Emmy hoodie because it's just like, it's pretty simple and like I said, very comfortable, but it's also my handwriting. So you can see here, especially like with it's not always like this as well. That's my handwriting too. And so it's all very personal to me. And of course it helps support the channel. So I can continue to stream like essentially full-time, part-time, casual time, all of the above. And so, Yeah, the monkey's still around. He's still alive, definitely. Though we haven't put some of those on the website because we do spend a lot of time in kind of R&D, if you want to call it that, research and development. Want to make sure that it's absolutely perfect because, I'd feel horrible if I sold something that was not up to scratch. So sometimes when it comes to practices or like first drafts, if you want to call it that, we just send them out for free, or we'll just like give a really heavy discount. So that's why some of these, some of the stuffed toys that you've seen on stream aren't actually on the website, at least not yet. And so, yeah, it's a labor of love, and we're updating things semi-frequently. So hopefully, if nothing catches your eye right now, maybe sometime in the future there will be that something that you'll be like, I just have to have it. And so, yeah. Personally, besides the hoodie, I really, really like the stickers because they're pretty affordable, at like $10. But like they're also very, very colorful and vibrant and versatile, especially with the Emmy in a hat one, which I'll show you in closer detail. Oh my gosh, this is actually taking so long. That's crazy. There must be something wrong with my internet right now. Here. Which is a doodle bob that is now famous, I suppose. Yeah, there it is. And we're actually working on like a keychain for it as well. So, yeah, I really like this one. So cute. And it's like a little taster of some of my posters as well. Hopefully a nice range of colors, and yeah, it's just like cool, right? Oh, and we've got another doodle bob right now. Let me have it. What would you like? Anyway, I think that's about it. Here's the link if any of you guys would like to check it out. And yeah, thank you. What now? We're going to do a drawing together. So let me get up paint, and Olivia, let me know what you want me to draw for you. I need to swap this. In terms of what kind of music I like, I can be quite basic. I'm really into pop. I love pop. But I'm also into like Elvis, so I don't know if that's like a surprising thing. Like if you've never met me, because it's like, okay, pop and all forms of it, and then just like really kind of, I don't know, maybe more rockabilly type beat. So, oh yes, and ready, Thomas is few. Ding. Elvis can be a little bit of pop, that's true. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, you want me to draw Office M with Aussie internet problems? Is that is that the request? That's literally just what you're seeing right now, but I can try and draw that. Yeah, Elvis can be a bit of pop, but I think at the time it's more like rock and roll, rockabilly, especially in the 50s. And then as he kind of matured and stuff, it was more, what would you call it? A bit of a blend, actually. Anyway, yeah, Billy Idol's alright. I really like, recently I've been getting into, fuck, who's that artist I was talking about who sings Uptown Girl, Big Shot, and, oh, Vienna. Fuck, how am I forgetting his name? It's like a total brain fart. Billy Joel, yeah. So the Billies are doing all right, and Billie Eilish too. So yeah, okay. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Okay, maybe I can sing while I draw. That'll help me not feel as nervous. I'm gonna draw myself in a turtleneck. Wait. How am I going to do this? Stick figure style or... See, after my friend, like, joined us on stream and drew the most awesome pictures ever, I feel like, how can I ever top that? Let's do ponytail. Sorry, I can just hear people outside my window. I quite like Pink and Lady Gaga. Honestly, there's not much that I don't like when it comes to music. I have my preferences, of course, but like, you know, I'm quite easy to please, I would say. Okay, glasses. Ready? Oh. No. No, no. Okay. Yeah, easy to please. I'd say so. This looks scary. What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? Okay. That's okay. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. Ace, welcome in. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. Right now, we're destroying me with internet problems. So, guys, I'm having drawing problems right now. I need to draw the turtleneck. That's the thing. Okay. With my jeans. Okay. I'm concentrating so hard. I'm sorry, guys. Feet. Who do I feel as an artist is way underrated? Ooh. That's tough. Let me think about it. I'm pretty uncultured because I tend to like artists that are pretty popular. Actually, there are a couple of indie artists that I really like. There's a girl called Molly of Geography. Molly of Geography is one word. And she has some really banging like hits, but she only has like, I don't know, like a few thousand or so subscribers or something. Wait. Let me make sure that I'm not giving you guys fake news. Is this the right one? Yes. So, Molly of Geography, but she only has like 1,000 subscribers. So that's pretty indie. And she has a couple of songs that have been stuck in my head. Yeah. You are not like alcohol or sex, not like cigarettes. Can't quit you yet without other worse regrets. It's like, it sucks because she's so good, but her videos don't really get that many views, and I don't know why. It's just like, I think she's just like an indie artist, but that would be my answer. Very, very deep cut, I suppose. Okay. Can't quit you yet without other worse regrets. Round and round in circles, I can't stop. A helpless spinning top, sour joy from lemon drops. Lemon drops. Okay. Indie Struggles is really real. Maybe after this, I'll show you guys one of her videos. Because I actually ended up going onto her Spotify and like getting a few of her songs because I really like them like that much. So, there we go. Can't quit you yet without other worse regrets. Whoops. I left a single pixel unjoined. It's the cardinal sin here with paint. Okay. Metal's pretty cool. I think that's something that I've been getting into, or at least trying to get more into. Because I'm trying to get outside of the little pop bubble. It takes time though, because pop is so genetically engineered to just like scratch some, you know, something in your brain to give you endorphins. It's almost like being spoiled. Oh. Okay. This is interesting. So this is me right now. And yeah, it's in the name. That's exactly right. This is me. Wait, I need to add my necklace. And yes, I did put my arms on my hips so I didn't have to draw the hands. It's classic artist tings, right? A necklace. Oops. Which was from my auntie. Thank you, auntie. What else? I've got glasses. I've got the hair. It's actually on both sides. Damn, this is very detailed. What else? My actual, like the jeans that I'm wearing actually have a line down the side, so maybe I'll add that as well. It's kind of like, oops, straight line I want. Like that. And that. Yeah, I should leave some grey in there, that's right. I'll show you guys why I'm doing this in just a sec, so. Wait, there's actually 4. Shit. Okay, just pretend. And so we've got necklace, glasses, ponytail, vest, I mean no sleeves, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I'm not showing my feet, but you know, imagine, just imagine. And now I have to draw the internet problem, so maybe I'll just draw my computer with the blue screen of death, because that's literally what I just got before. Oh. Toby Fox really sweating for Deltarune. That's hilarious. Maybe we'll play Deltarune on stream at some point, because I haven't even played past the first chapter, which is crazy. Like, Undertale was my jam, right? And so I feel like it's right up my alley, but for some reason it's just, yeah, it's not been kind of on my radar. Okay, wait, I need this table. Okay, looks like me a bit. That's fantastic. That's what I'm going for. Laptop. I love drawing rectangular objects that just can be easily cheated with the shape tool. This is kind of exactly my setup right now, guys. And we're gonna fill this in, the blue screen of death, and literally it gives me a sad face. So, yeah. It's like, wait, that's too thick. This is literally something I see like once every few days. It sucks. So, yeah. It's my laptop keyboard. Let me add the keys. You know, just really sloppily. I should technically be frowning. It's like I'm happy about this, but no. I'm not happy about this. So let me make it clear. I am not happy about this. Yes, the desk is from IKEA. Yes, it is. Actually, my real desk is from IKEA as well. So, there we go. That's the doodle bob. Pretty accurate, I'd say. Pretty freaking accurate. Let me save this. Emmy with internet troubles. And I want to show you guys the artist that I was just talking about. So maybe I can give her a bit of a shout out. So here. Apparently it's just of geography, but I knew her as Molly of geography. I don't even know if she's still making music because the last video was 2 years ago. But this was the song that I was just singing before. I think it's Dancing Plague of 1518. Don't mind me, just blowing my nose. So I have this on my phone, like on Spotify. you yet without other words, regrets. I can't stop. A helpless spinning tops are a joy from lemon drops, lemon drops. Of promises untrue, and nothing makes me feel alive like you can. Nothing makes me feel alive.
Make room to hold the warmth that's waiting. Shapeshift to sated, till my head knows my heart betrayed it. I am barely hanging tight, hands wide, feet still out of sight.
Afraid of falling, not of heights, no, not of heights.
I think Sisyphus has learned to love the mountain. I think he seeks to remember big sad birds. The want is animal, but indulgence makes me human.
Oh, temptation of promises untrue, and nothing makes me feel alive like you can. No, nothing makes me feel alive. Saxophone break, you gotta love it.
I think Sisyphus has learned to love the mountain. I
I think he seeks to remember big sad birds.
The want is animal, but indulgence makes me human.
Oh, temptation of promises untrue, and nothing makes me feel alive like you can. No, nothing makes me feel alive.
You are not like alcohol or sex, not like cigarettes.
Can't quit you yet without other words, regrets. So yeah, it's pretty poppy. And that only has 6,000 views, and she only has 1,000 subscribers, you know? It's like, it's crazy to me how some people just get slept on. And she has another song as well that I have saved to my phone, Yes and, which is like, if I remember it correctly, let me see. Oh, come on. Sorry. I do hope she still stuck to music as well, though she hasn't updated in a while. I think it's the type of thing that never really leaves you. This is a duet.
Dreamed you were a ghost, and
And I was a ghost too.
Somewhere music played as we danced around the room.
The song was soft in Spanish when I got a name, but thought I knew.
Tried to touch you where it hurt, but I
couldn't find the bruise. I love this song, man.
Forgive me, are you trying to forgive me? Are you trying to forgive me? Are you trying to?
Stood close as I could for as long as it lasted. Smoke was on my breath, I breathed till my lungs were blackened.
On the long way home, I knew better than a turn, but I looked back.
And there you were, your eyes on me, all your hatches battered.
She wrote a book? That's awesome.
Forgive me,
Are you trying to forgive you trying to forgive me? Are you trying to?
I made a list of things I had. At the top of it was you. Kept going after that, but at the top of it was you.
Pages and pages and pages and pages.
But at the top of it, at the top of it, at the top of it was you.
Te perdí y te encontré. I lost you and I found you. Tenía miedo de que la llorona wept and drowned you.
But here we are again, high and dry and safe and sound.
You look just like you did when I had my arms around you.
It's so good, man.
Forgive me. Are you trying to forgive me? Are you trying to forgive me? Are you trying to? Are you sorry?
Do you love me?
Can we try again?
Are you sorry?
Do you love me? Can we try again?
Yes and 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 are you sorry? Do you love me? Can we try again?
Just something so wholesome, you know. Ugh. And that little hook, or like the chorus part. Forgive me.
And Cole's
Trying to forgive me. Are you trying to forgive me? Are you trying to? Ooh. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Guys, the receipts right here. What's this, huh? I'm one of a few comments, one of 6 comments, and I'm happy to be. I recognize that username. I'm purely obsessed with this song, and I still am. And I will check out the Instagram, but I do want this this channel. Like, I hope she keeps making music and keeps uploading because she's really good. And just so, yeah, it gets me in my feels. Is it here? Ooh, writing. The Chiliad, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. I feel like this might be like my my soulmate. Is this like she's writing in all lowercase? What am I looking at? Non-fiction, autobiographical, Instagram, Spotify, Twitter, YouTube. We're just doing a full-on stalk right now. Hope that's okay with you guys. Oh, I hate when Instagram does this. Come on now. Maybe I have to use my phone. We hexed the moon. I wrote a book and you can buy it soon. That's so cool. I'm glad. Oh, come on. That's so freaking cool. Wow. Non-fiction. I might just bookmark this and come back to it later. Contact. April 25th, Emmy's buying a book. Looks like it. Oh, this is it. We hexed the moon. A book about 4 best friends who fuck around with the moon and then very quickly find out about the moon. it is also about how we cope with living at what feels like the end of the world, how our families are all so messy, how being a girl is impossible no matter what way you are a girl, and the myriad of ways there are, how ferociously you can love your friends, how badly you can fuck up with them anyway, how you probably shouldn't fuck with the moon because low-key, she's kind of a bitch. Fuck around, find out. That's cool. So her name is Molly Hall Seeley, I suppose. Let me just make sure I don't get doxed here. Okay, I'll sign up for the form. Okay, so I'll get an email when it comes out. Maybe we can read it together. Yeah, because, like, I don't know, I sense some kind of kinship here with the similar interests, even with the website and everything like that. Wow. Yeah, Molly enters the chat in the upcoming weeks. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. Wow. Okay. Forgive me. Are you trying to forgive me? Are you trying to forgive me? Are you trying to? Ooh. Anyway, let me bookmark that, like I said, because I'm just getting distracted by all this wonderful stuff to read. Okay. Did that work? Emmy, can you go to my channel and listen to the song highlight? Alright, just for you, Cody. I usually don't take requests. Song highlight. Where is a song highlight? Oh, here. Gotcha. Here.
It's that time again, the clock's in motion. Anticipation builds like waves in the ocean. What will we experience when the stream begins?
Oh, wow.
Mysteries await, let the journey spin. Will it be worth our time? Oh, the thrill of the ride.
I need a cowgirl hat.
Hands drop down from 5, and I'm already inside. Oh, I'll hold on tight to every fleeting moment and experience deep in my heart. It's potent. Anything you wanna do, it's just fine by me. This is a highlight of my life, can't you see?
That's beautiful.
A strength to my soul, a spark in the night. There's so much to see, but I'll hold on tight. Yeah, one thing I dread as I look at the screen, that end that draws near like a fading dream.
Oh, the crash.
I never expected joy at this late hour, but with you here, I feel alive. I feel the power. So I'll hold on tight to every fleeting moment and experience deep in my heart. It's potent. Anything you wanna do, it's just fine by me. This is a highlight of So I'll hold on tight to every fleeting moment and experience deep in my heart. It's potent. Anything you wanna do, it's just fine by me. This is a highlight of my life. Can't you see? Yeah, I'll cherish the laughter, the love that we share in this digital world. With you out there, so here's to the journey, let the magic gleam. Together we'll soar, living our dream.
That's gonna get me all teary. Oh, thank you, Cody. That's beautiful. And once again, I'm quite impressed by the sophistication of the actual software. I am very deeply gratified that you would go out of your way to make something like that, and that your feelings are, if those are your feelings, you know, that's just everything to me. So, thank you. Chuck a like on it. And guys, you should subscribe too. I'm already subscribed, of course, but if you guys would like to get updates, here's the link. And I saw the Cherry Awards there too. That's very sweet. Oh gosh, you guys are too good to me. What can I say? Now, so like I said, music gets to me, so I don't burst into tears. Let me move on very quickly. What am I thinking about? Let's see. Let's come back here. Poetry or else. You guys. Maybe we could do some reading or something. Because I was going to sing, but my voice is kind of, it's suffering right now. I don't know why. I think it's because of the kind of, yeah, the coughing fit from earlier. Let's see. Goodness deserves goodness. That's a very nice thing for you to say. And yeah, there's been a few more uploaded. That's very cool. It's always a treat when I see, you know, either Cody or C Locket's like little icon have the notification thing next to it. Like, oh, my friends have uploaded. It's wonderful. It's like, it's nice to have, like, you know, some of your other big favorites upload. Like, you know, I have Italian Batch and, like, you know, Rhett and Link, of course, that I keep tabs on. But it's a little bit different when it's someone that you know personally. It just feels like it has that extra layer of meaning in a way. And so, yeah, it's always a treat. And on my actual business account, I'm only subscribed to you, Cody, C Locket, and myself. So there it is. Oh gosh. Wow. Anyway, let's see. Some reading, maybe. Not sure if I see more librarian or boss. Either way, slay. Why not both? The boss of the library. Something like that. Lara Croft or Sandra Bullock or Lisa Edelstein, Stein, anywhere in between I'm happy with, you know. The glasses, actually, I can just keep my head perfectly still, and so it looks like they're my actual irises. Whoa. That's freaky. What the fuck? I thought the glasses would cause more of a glare, but that's actually pretty alright. Like a boss for real. Okay. I'm caught in a trap. Sorry, I was gonna say I'm caught off guard because, you know, I'm in my feels. Let's see. I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out. I think we actually had a stretch from before that I didn't get to do, so I might do that as well. Reading, or playing games or something like that. Let's see. If you guys have a moment to stretch as well, please do, because we've been sitting for a while. And it's nice to kind of, yeah, just warm up the muscles, you know. When you've got big muscles like me. Or, yeah, when you've got a singular little bump like that. There we go. Yeah, that's totally real. Then you should stretch them out when necessary. But anyway, it's plenty. Yeah. We have like a little bit of time to kick it. So I'm wondering what we can do. Maybe, I don't know. We can even like jump back into Jackbox if we really wanted to. Or something. Maybe I'll do a poll. That seems like a good way to go. Yeah. What do? Ding. Keep chatting. Singing. Gaming. Or video watching. I'll make it 2 minutes because for some reason the difference between 2-minute polls and 3-minute polls feels so long. So you guys can decide, and I'm, as always, desperately beholden to you. So you can pick and choose, basically. And I'll have to decide what "or" means as well. I'm not quite sure right now. My connection is still saying that it's unstable, but I'm not sure. Do I get to vote? Usually I refrain from voting because I want it to be purely your guys' decision. But if I got to pick my preference, it's hard because my preference is whatever you guys are most interested in, you know. I like singing, but I get such terrible stage fright. And so even if I want to sing like at full power, it comes out so weak. Yeah, so maybe singing, but if I could actually get over that fear, you know, I need to do some singing drills that we used to do in choir where we look and sound as absolutely silly as possible, but it just gets you out of that self-conscious mode into singing mode, essentially. It's like, and like all that stuff, you know? Wow, 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 wow. Just like making weird noises and weird faces. I just watched a crab eat an onion ring, so I'll sit out of voting and vote singing for your shy side. Okay. It's hard to also pick a song as well. I feel like I just literally forget every single song that I've ever heard. It's like, oh, guys, let's sing. Memory deleted. Happy birthday, I suppose. I don't know. So yeah. But let's see. What did you guys want to see? Holy shit, no way. It's even across the board. Well, I guess we'll do all of the above. Someone has to break the tie. Someone break the tie. Fuck. Okay, it's a 4-way tie. We have to chat, sing, and watch videos at the same time. And or. And or in this case is something. I wanted all of it. Okay. Well, let's pick up a video. Maybe we can sing along to it or something like that. Or is Jackbox? Oh, God. I mean, yeah, it could stand for gaming, even though gaming was already... It was a thing, right? Poor gaming. Poor gaming. Actually, I want to show you guys this. Look, my friend and I.
We played a lot of Minecraft, which I got better at, but it terrified me.
Oh, really?
I was so scared of Minecraft.
Yeah.
I'm still scared of it because of the cave sounds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Creatures.
The creepers, the
Yeah.
creatures, the spiders.
Oh,
no,
spiders, no
good.
way.
But I've managed to, I find it too immersive.
Right.
Like I'm there.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the block world and I'm about to die or fall. We played
Yeah.
a lot of Minecraft, which I got
Cute. That's okay. Let's do one at a time. That was video watching. Now let's chat. And And yes, I saw the orange one. That was funny. I wonder if I scroll. Oh,
Have I seen? Is this just a plug? The second question is: have you seen Emmy's poetry or else website?
wow, I don't even have to make my own plugs anymore. That's crazy. Teehee.
Hi, mate.
Oh, shit. No, that's... I thought I was on Sea Locket's channel. Sorry about the jump scare. Yeah. I will be pleading thankness on my hands and knees because I need all that stuff back. Don't tell my parents this. I did kind of reverse into the mailbox and left a bit of a dent. They don't. I don't think they even know about that still. Oh my god, that's freaky. I will be. Oh wait, we saw this one together, didn't we?
That's the right attitude. He's got the right attitude.
Like I was trying to find the right time to do it and then missed it right at the end. That's fucked. Wait, where's the orange? And it's that streak of white in his hair that just gets me. I'm like, oh, puppy. Stop. Just stop. Wait, where is it?
Have I seen? Is this just a plug?
Why am I such a boomy? I can't find this. Oh, here it is. It's an actual video, not a short. I'm thinking of a person. And I'm actually thinking of someone this time. I'm not just head empty. But this person does make me head empty, so... Orange. That's crazy work. Oh god. No, it wasn't orange, but it was Dr. Gregory House. You know what's funny? I mean, besides that hilarious interaction, let me just pause it right there. Look at the range, guys, between Tradie Emmy and like Office Siren Emmy. Like, wait, you can't really see, but it's like this. There's so much range here, guys. I can be whatever you want me to be. Like, I can literally be a tradie in a fucking high-vis jacket, or I can be, oh, so professional and put together. It's quite funny. It's like the contrast and the hair and everything. Oh my goodness. I was really going through it, wasn't I? Dr. Gregory House. I don't know why I used his full title, full name, but yeah. That's hilarious. It's a $2 Lowe's vest and Big W glasses. Calm your farm. Damn, that's harsh. I'm just saying how the look is so different, you know? And that vest was actually free as well. So, a range of styles, yes. At least 365. I wonder if I still have, do I still have the vest? Or did I give it back? I think I might have given it back, which sucks. But it could have been part of the 365 outfits. Like, imagine back to back. Like, Office Siren, pretty and sophisticated. And then just, like, rocking up as the most bogan, like, you know, bogan tradie Emmy as possible. I think that would have been, yeah. Damn, I need to get a vest now. Oh, shit. It's funny, just like looking back on all these clips, seeing the evolution, if you want to call it that, devolution, depending on where you're at in the timeline. And, you know, Cat in the Hat Emmy, you've got Pajamas Emmy, Squidward Emmy, it's really all there. And so, that's funny. Range, that's what I call range. Ugh. I know Sea Locket's, I think, sleeping or maybe working right now, but just a shout out to Sea Locket because it's incredible. Like, it's such a beautiful, almost like shrine to this channel. And sometimes I pinch myself to trying to think, like, how did I get so lucky? I feel very blessed. Even though every time I show one of my friends this, they always look at this and just go, what the fuck? So that's hence why it's the perfect profile picture. Anyway, moving on. Sea Locket is a legend. I completely agree. So we've watched videos. We haven't. Did we sing? No, we didn't sing. There goes a baker with his tray, like always. Same old bread and rolls to sell. Every morning, just the same. Since the morning that we came to this small provincial town. Good morning, Belle. Singing, chatting, oaring, and I forgot what else was on there. The one thing I don't like about when the polls, like with the polls in Twitch, is that when they end, they don't show you the results. They don't even show you which one came first. Like, they just say poll ended. It's like, oh, that's helpful. Thank you. Anyway. No need to ask. He's a smooth operator. That's right. Smooth operator. Oh. Last time what we did was listen to free beats and try and sing over it. That could be fun to try. Let's try it. Oh. Amy Winehouse beat. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry, guys. This is what happens after I had my bookmarks all deleted and shit like that. Just gonna let it play without looking at it. Okay. Thank you for the hydrate. Welcome in. Is that too loud? And I know, chorus sounds the same. If you go, take me home. And I'm glad that you are here with me. Take a seat, kick your feet up, have a wonderful time. Go all night, or like, we could go all night. I don't like that. Bear in mind, this is improv. I'm listening to this for the first time with you guys. This is a chorus. If you were mine, oh mine, I'd be just fine, oh fine. Nah. That's like, oh, that's not bad, but like my voice for some reason is not really suited to this song, I think. Like, what am I feeling right now? I'm looking on the side here. Yeah, it's R&B Emmy. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Sometimes, though, you guys do compare me to Amy Winehouse, which is, of course, a compliment. I think when I do my makeup a certain way, it's very reminiscent. But she was a beautiful soul, gone too soon. Yeah, we'll revisit it later, maybe. It's a fun exercise if you can stomach the embarrassment that is, because it really forces you to think on your feet. Like you have to just like go with maybe the first thing that comes to mind, for better or for worse. And so I actually do this similar thing just on my own, varying levels of success, of course. But yeah, on stream, it's very much like nerve-wracking, throw you into the deep end. So yeah, maybe we'll come back to that at some point in the future. Let's see. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Actually, speaking of music stuff, I might have some new, like, ukulele songs that I could just show you guys, like, a sneak peek of. Let's see. These are really recent, like, as of yesterday. And so, I probably need to re-record them. We'll see. But let me see.
You said you'd miss me. You said I was your blessing. Remember when? And now I haven't seen you. And now I don't believe you. How could you just ignore what heaven said? Remember when you kissed me? And how you said you'd miss me. You said I was your blessing. Remember when? And now I haven't seen you. And now I don't believe you. How could you just ignore what heaven sent? Heaven sent.
And this one, I see your Patrick's in the chat, guys. Actually, where's my Patrick? Sometimes he just disappears. There, now I feel more at home. This one. I don't know if I like the tone of that though. She said, I wanna write a song, call me a fascist in love.
Mesmerize, it's all the same for you. A game to get you off, to turn you on, to write your song.
Nah, it's too strained. The lyrics are kind of goofy and a little bit provocative. But I need to re-record that for the specific tone. She said, I wanna write a song, call me a fascist in love. Something a bit like deeper and darker to suit the actual lyrics as well. But those are just little ditties that I was like, okay, I haven't done any music, like new music stuff in a hot minute. Let's just get back into that feeling. Like, what does it feel like to hold the ukulele, to try and strum and like sing at the same time? And so, it's not too bad. Maybe coming to Club Cherry channel soon. Or, yeah, at least sometime in the future. Let me see. Sorry. Okay, don't mind me. My mom's just texting me. Actually, I was meaning to talk about this. Yesterday my dad actually had surgery. It's not like life-threatening stuff or anything. He it's basically cosmetic surgery adjacent, because he had like some extra skin around his eyes that was stopping him from seeing, and so he actually just got surgery to like kind of remove the excess. And so literally as we speak, he looks a little bit bruised and battered. My mum was just texting me about the progress and all that. He looks kind of scary right now. I wonder if I can show you guys. Like, It's not too bad, but it's a little bit weird. Oh really? Jen's mom had surgery as well. That's crazy. I'm not gonna show it. It's too gory. Like I'm looking at it right now, and it's like it's just not appealing. But it went totally well, and yeah, he was surprisingly not in much pain either. So it was like yeah, something that he had to get done because he was saying that he literally, like, you know how we have eyelid skin like here? Of course, as you age, that kind of gets, like, you know, it kind of starts drooping. And he's like 66. I think he's 60. He's 66, roughly. And, you know, it was getting in the way of him seeing. So they were able to remove the skin without it having been classified as a cosmetic surgery, which meant he didn't have to pay as much money. But if he was wanting to get the lower part removed as well, that would have been considered cosmetic and he would have had to pay like a lot of money out of pocket. So he just did the top part. And right now his eyes are so swollen. It looks crazy. It's like, yeah, it looks more brutal than I think it actually is. And so, yeah, he's doing all right. And, yeah, it's actually a surgery that lots of celebrities get. Like, not for seeing purposes, but just for purely cosmetic purposes. I think it's called a blepharoplasty, something like that. And so I'm like, Dad, you're going to be snatched, you know? Once he heals up and everything, because right now it's a bit swollen. But yeah, if I could, I would show you guys, but I don't want to inflict that upon you because it's pretty gnarly. Anyway, what am I doing right now? Baby Bobby, welcome in. Skin or fat? I think it's a bit of both, actually. Because, you know, naturally our faces have, like, pockets of fat, you can see here. And it's, like, kind of hard to get just one without the other. But, yeah, they just removed whatever excess it was. And so now he's able to, hopefully, see normally without having to. And he's told me this. Sometimes he'd have to literally push his eyelid out of the way to be able to see. And obviously that's not what you want. So, yeah. I hope Jen's mom is all good, though. Like, I was kind of worried, I'm not going to lie. Because whenever anyone goes into surgery, there's a risk that, you know, there'll be complications or whatever. And so, yeah, it's kind of a thing that I had to just make sure that I didn't worry about too much. Because it's not really that productive past a certain point. And, yeah, it all went perfectly smoothly. Jen's mom's good, too. That's fantastic. I'm glad. Weird similarity there. And so, yeah, anyway. Let's see. Something in the same realm of musicality. I actually finally gave that singing bowl to my friend who came over. It was also like a bit of a birthday gift as well. So unfortunately, well, I have my my brother's one now that he just left here, so I can use that. But yeah, I can't just whip it out now and start meditating at a moment's notice like last time. Silly. But that could actually be fun for a stream idea. Like, how would you guys feel about a full-on meditation stream? Like, maybe from start to finish. That could be challenging, but I think pretty cool. Maybe I'll add it to the list. Anyway. Let's see, what do I want to do now? My computer, come on computer, is giving me some worrisome noises. It'd be interesting and chill. Okay. That sounds good then. Oh. Yeah, okay. Sorry guys, I'm just hoping that it doesn't crash again because it's looking like it's about to. Come on now. I'm like literally like hushing it like it's a child. It's okay. It'll be okay. Alright. It's very warm. It's like, it's too hot to touch, essentially. That can't be good. Fuck. Sorry, guys. It should be fine. But, yeah. If I cut out at any moment in the future, just assume I had the blue screen of death twice in one stream, which is fucked. Okay. I said reading before. Oh, yeah. I'm literally so scatterbrained today, guys. I'm sorry. I wanted to do some reading, so I want to see if I have any new poems or anything to show you guys from my phone. Let's see. Thoughts on this? I can't believe what I hear. Is it my fate that I hear? Whispers from the wind fill my soul. Whether they echo from the past or deep in the future. Oh, that's very like, it feels like ancient wisdom type beat. That's very cool. Did you make that, Cody? I can almost see that in like, I don't know why I've referenced Legend of Zelda 2 streams in a row, but like it's got that kind of Zelda vibe, if you know what I mean. I want to show you, well, I want to read to you guys something that I wrote yesterday, which is so silly, but it ties into what we were talking about at the start of this stream about AI and specifically DeepSeek. So maybe I can refer back to this in the future. I'm almost certain DeepSeek is about to change, but I'm trying to enjoy it now while I can before it gets nerfed. So, mark my words, guys. I think, and when I say nerfed, I mean either it's going to have harsher restrictions or there's going to be introduced like some kind of pay-per-use model like ChatGPT has now, or yeah, the number of tokens will be reduced. But as it stands right now, it's like an incredible tool. So, Cookie Monster butt is beautiful. That is the perfect way to describe that. And I know, right? You can actually get one of your own online at my website in an array of colors. Little plug here. What else is in my notes? Here. If it feels like a curse, then it must be true. A kiss turned more bruising blue. Ooh. Something like that. Something like that. Actually, it's Pat Thief, but Cookie Monster works. Yes, he goes by many names. It's true. I don't know if you guys sometimes just go through your notes and like just read through the random shit you've written at like 4 a.m. when you were half asleep. I have, and this is kind of shameful, maybe I should start tidying it up, 768 notes on my phone, and then my voice notes I have 930. Yeah, I know. I have a problem. And half of them I could probably clean up and just like delete the ones that I don't need anymore, but it's crazy, right? Notes and people's YouTube homepages are such strange places. That's very true. Yeah, almost as many notes as photos. Nearly. I think my photo thing, I almost feel like the photo thing is more justified because it's been since I've had this phone, which is like, well, let's see, when's my earliest photo? Can I find it? They did update the iOS, which kind of sucks. 2015. Well, that's my oldest photo. Well, my oldest photo is from 2011, but that's not when I got this phone. Oh, that's so cute. My brother and sister. The very first photo I have is of my sister. She looks so small. Oh my god, she's like bite-sized. What the hell? Anyway. And so I have like 33,000. But that's literally from, literally from like years and years back. But my notes, I feel like my notes, there's way too many to justify, you know, having almost combined like 1,500 plus notes. It's fucked. So yeah, I need to trim these down at some point. But anyway, there's anything from like songs to just random like snippets of poems. Like this one is 2 lines, 6th of December last year. Elvis's arrows of Eros, all pointed at me, the transplant princess. What the fuck does that mean? You be the judge. Or this one, which is just a song repeated endlessly. Oh, are you feeling me? Oh, are you vibing me? Oh, are you seeing me? Oh, can you heal me? Are you healing me? And it just goes and goes. 2 stream ideas. Predictions for 2025 in pop culture. We should do that at some point. Or the streaming realm. And then Big Brother stream, which I'm guessing means like just going about your daily life and having the stream on in the background. Interesting. Or, what else? Huh. A poem that I wrote when I was taking a plane, I think, to Perth? Yeah, it must have been Perth. Called Airplane Blues. Interesting. We're about to start ads in a minute, so please forgive me. It's weird. I could probably spend a whole stream going through each one and seeing whether or not I should keep it. And so, yeah. Anyway. Can we hear Airplane Blues? Yeah, sure. I think it might need some work still, but maybe you guys can help me with that. I just realized you might be Cleopatra, half Greek, half Egyptian. That's a very flattering comparison. I mean, she's a very interesting character, differing reports on like, of course, her personality, her beauty, etc. But it's like, in my mind, I see Cleopatra as like this, not goddess, but like, you know, force to be reckoned with. And so whenever I hear that, I am very flattered. Yeah, of course no one can know the truth. So I have my personal headcanon, which is that she was just this beautiful, powerful individual, and that makes me happy to be compared to such a person. Airplane Blues, written on the 4th of November 2024 at 10:30 a.m. All the lights are dimmed and the windows shut. The people in front reclined all the way back. It's so loud I could shout and nobody would hear. So in case this plane goes down, I sing to you. I love you, darling, I do. After the crash, if by some miracle this phone is dug out of the rubble, I hope someone can pass the message on. I loved you, darling, and still do. There you go. That's like kind of a universal love letter to, of course, you guys, to my friends, to my family, to my crushes, the multitude of crushes. And yeah, I feel like it's unhelpful, but it's almost like reflexive. Whenever I'm on like a plane or something, I'm just imagining what would happen if this went down right now, like if we just crashed and burned type beat. And so I've almost as a like anxiety soothing exercise, I wrote this down. And so yeah, I love you guys, and no matter what happens, I still will. And so thank you for asking, Cody. It's always flattering when people take interest first, so it's not like I'm just foisting upon you these random snippets that might not be that interesting. There's another note in here that's from the 7th of July 2023, and it says, at 5 a.m., it says, how does hairspray work? That's it. It's like, good question. I still don't fully know myself, actually. But that's quite funny. Let's see, what else? Lots of poems, lots of random questions. How high were you? I honestly, literally, I don't know what I was thinking. Because you know me, guys. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't take drugs. But like, there was something going on there. Maybe I was just like too sleep deprived. But yeah. Can someone explain how hairspray works? Because I'm actually I'm very curious. So, let's see. Oh, here's a poem. I don't know if I've shared this with you guys before. Um, this has no title, so maybe you guys can help me come up with a title for this. I've always been both, known both, been tired of the road. The little inherent sensibility, clocked tight and blasting loud. Who drove here in the middle of the night? Who left the door wide open? Every poet writes of kindness like they're the first to have invented it. Interesting. Oh, let's see. You guys are bringing the goods right now. I thought, yeah, isn't it just a form of sprayable glue? Kind of, right? Hairspray works by using a mixture of polymers that, when sprayed onto hair, form an invisible net. By coating each hair strand and connecting them together, essentially gluing the hairstyle in place as the spray dries. This creates a lightweight film that holds the hair in its desired shape, allowing for different levels of hold depending on the formulation of polymers used. See, I have hairspray, and actually it's quite funny. It's a massive, like, oversized can, and I've always been like, I guess this magical spray is just gonna, like, hold my hair in place. That's quite funny. Thank you for sharing. Compressed air from the can actually moves to your normal atmosphere. Oh, because of low pressure in the atmosphere, and the air always moves from high pressure to low pressure. So it's about the polymers and the compression aspect. That's kind of cool. I saw, this is kind of unrelated, but I did see someone styling their hair with a vacuum. I was thinking maybe the pressure had something to do with that. Like, it was quite endearing, actually. I should have saved it to show you guys. It's like this grandpa, and he, like, used a vacuum on his short hair, so it ended up sticking straight out like a spike, like one on each side and then one on the crown of his head. And I was like, I wonder if that would work if I did it, but I don't think so. With this massive hair right now, I think I would just get sucked into the vacuum and not be able to come out. So, yeah, why are hairspray cans always so massive? That's actually a good question. Like, I mean, the one I got, I think, was from Costco, so that explains it a little bit. But they always seem to be quite huge. Yeah. I saw a short of a dad fixing his little kid's hair, and the wife wasn't very impressed, but both he and his kid were. With a vacuum, I suppose. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It seems like, oh no, that's not going to end well, but then it just ends up perfectly working out. So, yeah, maybe I'll try that one day. Maybe not. We'll see. I'm just looking through the rest of my notes. Oh, yeah. When the lights go out. No, when the lights go down. When you take her out. Do you call her by my name? Yeah. And then, who's your perfect girl? Who's your perfect girl? Who's your perfect girl today? You guys have seen that one on Club Cherry, though. I just realized there were more lyrics to it. Okay. Do I have one on the 2nd of the 4th? I wonder if you can Google by... Google. Can you search by date? That would be cool if true. 2nd of the 4th. I do, actually. It says passports in the safe. What does that mean to you? Passports in the safe. Now, you can take that how you will. I actually don't currently know where my passport is, and I don't have a safe, so... Oh gosh. You can actually search by date, that's pretty cool. In the safe, duh. Yeah, I mean, I think, if I'm recalling, maybe this was when I was on holiday. Yeah, it must be. I was on a cruise, and so I think I put my passport in there just to make sure it didn't get lost. No, none of my parents have... I don't think safes, like, I don't know. It's either an American thing, like an international thing, or a rich person thing. Because none of the people that I know have a safe. Like, it seems very movie-esque in a way. Or maybe they just don't talk about it. But from, like, my friends, my family members, that's just kind of like all out for the taking, essentially. I really do have to find my passport because I feel like that's important to know where it is. Yeah, it must have been when on the cruise. Passport in the safe. That's funny though. It's kind of nice to go through different dates. I wonder if I wrote anything on my birthday. 4th of the 12th. December? Oh, you can search by month. December 4th. There's nothing on there. Oh, but December 5th has that song, Oh, Are You Feeling Me? That I sung before. But yeah. Why the fuck would you have a safe unless you have secret documents or a weapon that's illegal? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it seems like you either have something really, really, really valuable that needs to be kept away, or maybe, yeah, like a weapon, or just keep it in a drawer, you know? Not the weapon, like the other stuff, the documents or the money. Just keep it in a drawer. Maybe lock that drawer. It's kind of like a portable safe in a way. Keep it in a drawer, Emmy 2025. Yeah, legit. And so if any robbers are like interested in coming over, like, please don't. But you're not going to find many valuables here, and you certainly won't find a safe full of goodies. Like, it's all out in the open. Just like, well, yeah. Basically, my phone and maybe my computer. They're the two big ones. So, yeah, please don't come to my house and rob me. But if you did, you would be pretty sorely disappointed. Especially now that my computer's pretty old as well. You'd be probably better off just buying a new one. So, anyway, enough about talking about robbing me. Imagine packing a safe with those little confetti like cannons, yeah, that expand. And when you open the safe, they fly out on you, or like the can of snakes. It's like a safe full of snakes. That would be interesting. It's a good use of a safe, I think. Gosh, that's so silly. Anyway, I feel like before my silliness gets too out of hand, before my computer gets mad at me, we're going to start the process of rating. Let's see. Or compressed air that literally blows you away. I like that. That's like Home Alone level. And you know what's crazy? I don't have any candy in the house right now, which is really sad. I just finished the last bit of chocolate, which I got. It was mango coconut and white chocolate. It was delicious. And so now that I'm done with that, I'm like, fuck, I'm sad. I'm really actually sad. So there's literally nothing worth stealing in here. To be quite frank. Unless you want some mints. Expired mints. Currently it's 11:15. So, yeah. Not quite midnight. But since we started early, and since I'm a bit worried my computer's about to self-destruct. Oh, Luna's live. Maluna's live, and she's actually been such a huge supporter of this channel, rating in, considering the fact that she's a lot bigger than my channel. It's really nice of her to do. So maybe it's a nice way to pay her back. Let's see if this works. So, okay. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you the day after tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a movie night, hopefully. Always a pleasure on my end here. Thank you so much. And you know the drill. Hugs and kisses, cugs and hisses, behave, or at the very least, don't get caught. And I'll see you very, very soon. Yes, have a nice weekend to you guys as well. And I'm going to see if I can, just get some stuff in order. Exciting stuff that I get to hopefully show you very soon. Or at the very least figure out how to get my computer to behave. So, take care guys. I'm going to chuck up the stream ending slide, and then probably going to get something to eat. So, mwah. Thank you so, so much. I love you all. Ding!